What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. You already know what it is, man. Triple A partner Ziggy 2 times. Back at it again with another one and another one. You hear me? Yeah, we back in this joint. Lost a little wager last night by 3 points, but it's all good. Ain't nothing like that shit. It ain't like I'm hurt. But we already know what's going on, man. We already back at it again with a whole new video, whole new style, whole new vibe. We got coffee again. Yeah. We in here with it. We in here. You ain't got to be here with us, but we here. Ooh. All right. Let's go on and get into it, man. We ain't got that much time around here, man. Shit, I got about an hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour and a half. We ain't got a whole lot. Let's go on and get into this shite. Uh-oh. We locking up. We locking up. As soon as we get YouTube in here, man, that's when shit start acting stupid.
Are your YouTube videos flopping and you have no idea why? I was stuck at 300 subscribers for a year, even though I was posting every week.
Bad. It's been one of the worst things.
Donald Trump's administration is facing a full rebellion from the MAGA faithful, the most diehard, the people that spend all day online talking about Donald Trump.
Yep.
Some of the president's most strident supporters are furious at his Department of Justice after concluded there would be no further disclosures of Jeffrey Epstein-related documents, and that, basically, everyone should just drop it and move on.
Yep.
This comes after his Attorney General, Pam Bondi, basically spent months hyping some sort of big reveal from the Department of Justice. Epstein, of course, the disgraced New York financier who died in federal custody back in 2019 while facing child sex trafficking charges related to what prosecutors says what a years-long.
I wish he would have known that he would have, like, apparently he didn't have a list. He didn't do anything wrong because maybe he wouldn't have killed himself. That's sad. Yeah, did he know that there weren't going to be any charges?
Scheme to abuse young women. A new memo from the DOJ reiterates the department's position that Epstein was not murdered, noting, quote, after a thorough investigation, FBI investigators concluded that Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide in his cell. They even released nearly 11 hours of security camera footage from outside Epstein's cell that night of his death. Although that
10 hours and 59 minutes, apparently.
Likely do little to quell the ongoing conspiracies, especially considering the video is missing an entire minute.
Yeah.
The DOJ attributes that to a long-standing glitch with the system.
Which, by the way, I believe that, but I just don't believe anything else.
Despite all the Epstein didn't kill himself memes and the never-ending, increasingly Baroque conspiracies, the MAGA faithful are really mad about this part of the memo. Quoting it here. This systematic review revealed no incriminating client list. There was no credible evidence found that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals as part of his actions. We did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. Now, that claim that there was no shadowy client list, ostensibly containing evidence that Epstein was secretly blackmailing political and financial and Hollywood elites, certainly seemed to contradict what Trump's own Attorney General said on television back in February.
Play it.
One of the things that you alluded to, and this is something Donald Trump has talked about, the DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that.
Pretty. I mean, it seems like she just said it, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but, like, I feel like she kind of just went and said it.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. She didn't just say that, right? We just heard her.
Where'd it go?
Now her Department of Justice says no such list exists. But again, this wasn't just Pam Bondi misspeaking or speaking ambiguously.
They said it like 3 times.
I mean, seriously, 4 months, this has been a drumbeat. She's promised some sort of big revelation from the documents. I mean,
for a lot of people, this is one of the big things that they voted for Trump on. They voted for Trump because they thought that he would make this public.
Remember this? Back in February, the White House even held this big event with right-wing influencers sharing a bunch of what turned out to be previously reported in the public domain information. They had repackaged into a bunch of...
It's like, also, think about it, is like these right here, these guys right here, these are your fucking... These are your soldiers, right? And you just sent them out there with an AK-47 that shoots bubbles. They're going to look like retards. So now you basically you made them look stupid. You made them look stupid against tanks. Yeah, exactly. They are retards. Well, I mean, they thought, how are they retards? They approached this. They went into it in good faith, and they were lied to. They were lied to, manipulated, misled, and I think it's embarrassing. It is. It's absolutely embarrassing. They got played. They did.
Fancy binders, which they handed out to people.
So somebody goes real quick. Somebody goes, I don't see this as a big L at all. We were never getting lists of clients because that means they're all getting charged. Wait, so you think that the reason why it's not a big L is because too many pedophiles would be arrested?
Right. That's basically what he just said.
That makes it worse. That's just me.
That's basically what that nigga just said. Too many pedophiles are gonna get caught up. You can't do this.
DOJ comes back basically yesterday and says, you know what? Looked at it and turns out nothing to see here.
Ah, geez.
Well, now that same right-wing media ecosystem is absolutely fuming.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing,
this tape
of course, shows he didn't kill himself. It's like a joke. But worse than that, it's a joke that we all get. Like, they're not fooling anybody. So I feel like we're at a dangerous point now.
So now, by coming in and being part of the cover-up, the Trump administration has become part of it. I mean, it's just, you cannot see it any other way.
Think about this. You made Alex Jones cry. That's fucked up.
Not Alex Jones.
That's really fucked up, man. How could you do that?
So I just got to the office, so I'm going to go throw up, actually. And this only happens every few years when something really, really bad happens or something. I mean,
that's messed up, yeah.
I'm going to puke probably right now. My mouth is watering right now. Because I have integrity. And
Alex Jones has integrity.
I just really need the Trump administration to succeed and to save this country.
This guy's a national treasure. He put his faith in Donald, and Donald dropped the fucking ball.
Donald J. fucking Trump.
Bad. Big time.
What does the J even stand for?
Super fuck up. Mega fuck up. The biggest fuck up that we've had so far.
They're doing so much good. And then for them to do something like this tears my guts out.
Yep. You made
Do you
Alex
see
Jones
what you've
cry.
done, Pam Bondi?
Yes.
You have made Alex Jones cry and possibly puke, which he only does a few times a year because of how much integrity he has.
Yes.
In hindsight, though, I don't think that those people should be very surprised. As we have said before, repeatedly, this has been a consistent theme of our reporting here on this program. If you were a single-issue voter in 2024 and hating Jeffrey Epstein and people associated him was your only issue.
That's not true. They also hated minorities and women. What a simple way to look at it.
Donald Trump should not have been the candidate for you.
What, Kamala Harris should have been? Get the fuck out of here. She was VP for 4 years. Nothing happened.
Trump and Epstein were friends. Everyone has seen the photos and the party tapes at Mar-a-Lago where they seem to leer at women. And we remember when Trump famously told New York Magazine, I've known Jeff for 15 years, terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side.
No doubt about it. Wow. Why would you say that? Who would say that?
Trump.
You shouldn't say that. It's the wrong thing to say.
One of the women at the center of the Epstein sex trafficking
Circumstantial.
case, Virginia Giuffre, who recently died by suicide, claimed that she was actually recruited as a minor by Epstein's collaborator Ghislaine Maxwell at Mar-a-Lago. And when that collaborator was facing trial for sex trafficking, Donald Trump seemed oddly concerned about her.
Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison, and so a lot of people want to know if she's going to turn in powerful people. And I know you've talked in the past about Prince Andrew, and you've criticized Bill Clinton's behavior. I'm wondering, do you feel that she's going to turn in powerful men? How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach. But I wish her well.
I guess.
Whatever it is. Her friend or boyfriend was either killed or committed suicide in jail. She's now in jail. Yeah, I wish her well. I'd wish you well. I'd wish a lot of people well. Good luck.
Actors, we have the power to convince the world we know what we're doing, when in fact, we do not. I can make you believe I'm a detective without ever stepping foot in an actual crime scene.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Do you remember that?
That blinker was blinking on that one,
was
boy.
being tried for sex trafficking, and Donald Trump was asked about her, and his first instinct was to be like, I wish her well. Used to know her back in the day.
Benjamin 9000,
I
boy.
just think it was a throwaway statement that he made, the same as he said the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Like, I honestly, like, as somebody who's listened to Trump talk a lot, I don't think that there's a greater meaning to this. It's just him talking. Just a stream of consciousness.
Right.
Beach saw her all the time.
He doesn't have a...
Now think back
The
to the
late,
2024
great
campaign.
Hannibal Lecter.
Do you ever remember Donald Trump talking about Jeffrey Epstein? Amid all the crazy nonsense he said about all kinds of insane internet sewer gutter stuff. I mean, and then there's the
I love how, like, this guy, he tries to go and make it out like the internet. You're reporting on people making, like, your entire media is based off of reporting what people do on the internet. All the clips you just posted were from the internet, besides one from Fox News.
Right.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, yeah, it was like, it's not 1998 anymore, okay?
case stuff and the Hannibal Lecter riffs you would do. He conveniently never brought this case up. And then when he was asked about it, Trump gave this truly remarkable answer.
Americans have lost a lot of trust in institutions, and I think there's been a lot of discussion, especially online and especially with young people. How do we rebuild that trust in institutions? The CIA, the FBI, all those institutions.
You're right.
Some people think that one way to build trust is to declassify things that everyone's talking about. I know you talked earlier about, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. So if you were president, would you declassify, you can answer yes or no to these. Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
He thought about that.
Yes,
He thought about that.
I think
You
that's
seen that?
best,
You seen that? You see that?
You know, you don't know. You don't want to affect
He thought about
people's
it.
lives if it's phony stuff in there, because there's a lot of phony stuff
Yeah.
with that whole world. But I think I would, or at least
Do you think that would restore trust? Help restore?
I know.
Yeah, I don't know about Epstein so much as I do the others. Certainly about the way he died. It would be interesting to find out what happened there, because that was a weird situation, and the cameras didn't happen to be working, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, they were. I thought they just said they were
Epstein,
working.
I don't know so much. I mean, this became a huge...
Which, by the way, like, that comment in a vacuum isn't a bad thing.
It's over 9,000!
And, like, yeah, maybe that's true. But it's just that it's maybe the right message from the wrong messenger.
Right.
Like, yeah, because he's right. Like, yeah, you could post something and it could negatively affect people that weren't really involved. True. But, like, I don't know, guys. It just seems kind of, yeah, sus. It's a little, people are reaching so hard.
I think it's a little bit of both.
I mean, how many points on the graph do you need to make a line?
I think people are reaching extremely hard, as well as there's a lot of truth to a lot of that shit. But the thing is that we don't have enough information about what exactly was going down to determine whether or not what is true and what is false. If we had all the information to be able to put it out on throw it out on a blanket and look and see exactly what we have here. That's what I normally say when it's like it's time to go sell some collections or something like that. You throw everything down, lay it all down, you see what you want, what you don't want, and then what you're willing to part with and what you are. And that's the same thing that I would think you would probably do in these kind of situations. Like throw all the cards on the table and see what the public is willing to eat and see what they're going to throw out like fact. Sometimes there's going to be a lot of stuff like how we just watched the Diddy trials. A lot of this shit just was like, that ain't so bad. He just free. And then it's like, okay, yeah, but he did beat a bitch up. So we got to make sure that we, do something about that part. And, the prostitution part, because if he beating up bitches he love, I'm pretty sure he's beating up some prostitutes. Stuff like that. Like, throw all the cards on the fucking table so everybody can see what's going on with what. And let us determine whether or not it's worth dealing with or not. You know what I'm saying? That's really the only way to deal with it. Anything more or less than that, then we're just overstepping and not knowing really what the fuck's going on. We're just kind of doing internet bibble babble. Straight up internet bibble babble.
Doesn't it seem like this is kind of weird that they were so gung-ho on this and then they just suddenly, like, about-faced 180 degrees changed their entire tone on this?
I mean, I agree with that, but then at the same time, it's like...
I mean, isn't that weird?
They got the files. It might just be something that ain't got shit going on with shit.
That should be weird, right? I mean,
honestly.
The thing is that you don't lose anything. If you voted for Trump, this doesn't make you wrong. Like, it's not like Biden would have done any better. Or Kamala Harris would have done any better with this. They had 4 years to do this. They didn't do it. So you don't need to defend some bullshit, right? But just be fucking honest, man.
It is me, Zorda.
Just be honest. Like, I mean, this seems like a problem. It's weird,
I don't
bro.
know what just happened there.
This shit happened.
I don't know.
Wake up, dumbass chatters coming in here saying some stupid shit. I think Trump's doing pretty good. This is insanity, though. Yeah. Like, I mean, I've been on board with 80, 90% of the Trump activities. But this is the 10 to 20. And I think that a lot of people need to be doing 10 to 20 because of it. That's actually not true. It should be more than that. We got to find out who's on the fucking list. You telling me it's what a bunch of bullshit.
Obsession of the kind of online MAGA right. I mean, really.
Let me see. Well, real quick, let me read this. Devil's advocate, what if they really did do an honest investigation and came up to not all that much? The administration fell for the same conspiracy theories they were talking about now?
Right.
Then they deserve every amount of criticism that they get. And they deserve this amount of distrust. Because if you were gassing up a lie the entire time that you didn't even know it was true or not, then you know what? You get what you fucking deserve. You want to play with fire? Sometimes you get burned.
Hi, I'm Dana.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but then,
to create an entire movie poster mock-up
this
with
is
the newest AI-powered features from Envato.
This is the government. They have the ability to just be like, nope, that was nothing.
Epstein, I don't know so much.
Get out of my face.
I mean, this became a huge obsession.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they could do that whenever they feel like.
Right. I mean, really. Listen to how then podcaster Dan Bongino spoke about this earlier this year.
I love how mainstream media tries to always fucking compartmentalize.
Did those little stupid ass effects? It fucked up my damn coloration.
On the internet trying to upload all their videos
fucked up my
and try to get
coloration.
as many views as possible. It's just funny that they do that.
For joining the Trump DOJ.
This isn't about Epstein or 9/11 or JFK or RFK. It is, but it isn't. It's about a bigger thing. If you're lying about that, you're lying about everything. Who's on the Epstein
Who's
tapes,
on the
folks?
tapes?
Who's on those tapes? Who's in those black books? Why have they been hiding it?
Good question, Dan Bongino. That was back in February. And here is Dan Bongino just 2 months later, now installed as Trump's second in command at the FBI.
You know a suicide when you see one?
You just look at, bro. You just look at him, you know that you see these two guys come in and you know that it's not going to happen. Whatever it is, you know, like you're trying to apply for a house mortgage. These two guys come in.
Right.
You didn't get approved. You try to get a credit check to buy a car. It just didn't
It's
meet the
over with.
qualifications.
It's a
Like,
done
these
data
guys
for your
come in,
ass,
like,
big dog.
They're done.
And that's what that was. He killed himself. You want me to get? I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
You've seen the whole file? Then where is it? Let me see it. Let me see the whole file. Then.
Right.
Why can't you show people
Let
the
me
whole
see the
file? Why
file.
can't you do it?
If
It's
you've
not like
seen the
there's-
file,
there's
let me
kids
see it.
involved. It's just him in a jail cell.
Kind of a different vibe. This idea that Donald Trump, of all people, was going to be the one to crack the Epstein case wide open was always a ludicrous notion, a weird bit of projection. And it seems like MAGA world has finally figured that out. And despite all the furor from his base, and it's
not that. See, like, he doesn't understand it. The reason why people were still on board with Trump doing it is because, like, this is really what I think that most people thought. They went with the lesser of two evils. They thought that, I bet a lot of people, how many of you guys voted for Trump? You probably thought he was on the list. Just real talk. just tell me the truth. Just tell me the honest to God truth. How many of you guys voted for him, but you thought maybe he's on the list? Me? Yeah, everybody knows that, right? And so, like, the next best thing, like, because Kamala Harris wasn't going to release anybody. So the next best thing was for him to release everybody except him. As a pragmatic person, that tracks. It does. Like, I thought maybe. Yeah, exactly. Lesser of two evils. Yeah.
I can see that.
You can't be serious? Every time that I say something like that and people say, you can't believe that, like, wow. Like,
give me 1 second, y'all. What's going on with it, Sean? How you doing? Yeah. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't get on the YouTube as much as I should, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a love-hate relationship, I would say. I love YouTube because I definitely use YouTube for all of my content as far as siphoning goes. But yeah. They definitely don't like me. It's a video I just put out last night just playing NBA 2K where I have to go through it. It's going to be like 2 to 3 hours of just scrubbing through the audio so I can post it without getting demonetized. So it kind of sucks, but you know, hey man, hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But appreciate you coming in though, Sean, man. Appreciate it. Actually, ain't this Sean, that's Monkey. You Monkey. Yeah. Oh, 100. Yeah. I was just talking about you the other day too, man. Like I literally had a whole powwow. We was just having a whole conversation about this shit yesterday. I was like, man, I don't get to see everybody as much as I did when I first started, but I do miss y'all and I do this shit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Every blue moon when y'all pop up in here, man, it makes it all worth it. You know what I'm saying? You life lessons, everybody, shit. Yeah, I just had a new guy, Sai, come in yesterday that I remember from a long time ago. So I appreciate all of y'all, man. I really do, man. I be missing y'all. I ain't gonna flex. Cause I do it for y'all, man. Y'all make this shit cool.
wow. I know how people think.
Appreciate it though, man. Appreciate you stopping through, man.
And Trust me, it's a very tough burden to bear.
Sizable today. Trump is desperate to talk about anything else.
Always love, man. Always love.
Your memo and release yesterday on Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries. Can you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the set?
Yeah, sure. If I
could I just interrupt for 1 second?
This is like, bro, again,
Let me interrupt.
I've never seen somebody sound more guilty than this. Like, he knows he fucked up. You know you fucked up.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
You know,
this guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time? And do you?
Respect it. Yeah, that one just came out, didn't it?
I can't believe you're asking a question.
This is the message that I think everybody needs to make sure.
Yeah, I think that just came out, man. I just saw it pop up on my thing like
yes, we
the
do
other
want
day,
you to
about a
waste
couple
the
weeks ago
time.
or something.
Yes, it does matter. We do need to know.
Yeah, it looked cool as hell. It looked cool as hell.
It is really important. And by the way,
I've been,
if it's not important,
literally yesterday I started up a new character on
matter,
NBA 2K25.
then why not look into it?
I'm gonna try to see if I can max him out before
Yeah,
the
I
new
think
one
this is
came
gonna
out,
hurt his third,
or the new one comes out
This
in
might hurt
August
his third campaign run, or
either
his third
August or
term.
September. One of them, I can't remember.
It might even affect him into his fourth term, but we'll have to see.
Epstein at a time like this, where we're having
Get
some
that
of the
gaming
greatest
in, man.
Success and
Get
also
that good
tragedy
game work.
with what happened in Texas. It just seems.
But I hope everything
like
good
a
with you though, man.
desecration.
I hope everything good, man. It's all about life, man. All about life.
I hate this shit. Should never happen. But he's right. They're right on this. They are. And I'm glad. This is the reason why it's good that we don't just have Fox. Like, as much as I shit on MSNBC, I think they're full of shit all the time.
Ooh.
Every once in a while, it's good to see a little bit else. A little bit else is something different, right? Truly the most unbiased streamer. Well, I am biased, but I'm biased for the truth. I'm biased for the truth, and I'm biased for justice.
Is that what it is, Asman?
Then I'm biased
Is
for
that what it
lies
is?
and no justice. But that's different.
I think I might be getting sick. Some bullshit.
Sam,
Might be getting sick.
humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction.
Yeah, I've been good, man. You know how it is. Ups and downs, ups and downs. You know how it is when you become an adult and shit.
I don't even know.
But
Elon was
I'm just trying to
popping
stay
off about it,
consistent,
too.
man.
And
That's
by
all
the
it's
way,
about,
the
man.
reason why I'm
Staying
talking about this a
consistent.
lot is because I think this is actually the most important.
I know,
thing.
right?
Because if they can cover this up, they can cover up anything.
Yeah, just trying to stay consistent, man. That's all it is. That's all it's about right now.
The Epstein files. That post by Elon Musk this afternoon gets at a serious question, prompted by MAGA fans, among others, after the Justice
But
Department.
yeah, if you stream that, I don't know if you stream or I can't remember if you stream or not. But if you stream that shit, I'm definitely watching. Definitely watching. Some games are just outside of my realm, but I definitely watch that shit. I'm a game watcher. I
And
don't
in
care.
fact, had no client list, despite the fact that the very same administration
Right.
officials.
I also like the hinging on the idea of a client list. There are other ways that you could discern a amount of clients that he had.
Right.
So the fixation on the list is, in my opinion, a red herring. Maybe he didn't have a list, but he had some other form of documentation, or there is some other form of detection that you can have besides a list.
Are now asserting there is no there there. Many of
Videos,
them were
among
the
other
ones
things.
ginning up the controversy before President Trump was reelected and
Yeah.
while they were in office. The Justice Department memo.
No, never got
first
into
obtained by
streaming, which I
Axios,
would
also
have,
comes
but I also
1
don't
month
have a
after the
PC
billionaire
or
Tesla
anything to
founder
do it
took to his
properly.
platform X
Flight logs to
as
the
his
island?
alliance
Yeah.
with President Trump dissolved.
Wait, so you
Quote,
just play on like
"Time
a?
to drop the really
You just
big
on
bomb.
PlayStation?
Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason why they have not been made.
Bro,
Huh.
this was
Or
one of
Xbox.
Elon's top
Just on
5
console.
best crash outs.
Hey, I respect it, man.
The fact that he went and just said this.
It's always plenty of time.
Oh.
Like I was just telling my homeboy the other day, man, it's plenty of time to get into the streaming. There's about right now, currently, if you ask me, up to my estimations, and I'm just some kind of guy that just I'm a business grifter. I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of go with the flow when it comes down to businesses and stuff like that. You got a good 2.5, 3 year window with streaming right now. If you can get hot within the next 2 to 3 years, you'll be integrated enough into where you'll be able to get some money for a long time, at least another 15 years out of it. But yeah, I mean, you got time. You got time. Don't feel like you just missed it. Don't feel like you missed it, because you definitely didn't. We still in the game if you want to figure it out, man. And I'll damn sure help you out. But yeah. I definitely watch some Death Stranding. Shit, that look like a cool ass game, but I know me personally, I wouldn't be able to play it myself, but I would watch the fuck out of it. Hey man, you got time. If you really want to do it, man, you can figure it out. Like I said, I'll help you out too, man. I ain't tripping.
It's a peak one. I think this might be the best one.
Because if you ask me, the easiest way to do this shit nowadays is to do it like how Castanet did it and FaZe and all those other guys. You get you a group of motherfuckers that's all down to do it and gonna be doing it consistently, and then y'all just piggyback off of each other. Just continuously show each other love, send gifted and whatnot to each other continuously. Everybody watch everybody shit. Yeah. That's the easiest way to do it, man. Run them numbers up.
No. The best one so far.
Public, unquote. Musk deleted that post 2 days later, but the new memo has Musk posting this meme, among others. It's a guy putting on progressively more clown makeup with the text,
"Yeah,
we will release the Epstein list. We just need more time."
Dude, you're explaining the clown meme to your CNN boomer audience. Oh my fucking god, this is amazing.
This is the clown meme.
Wow, bro, we are the mainstream now.
The Epstein list is on my desk.
There is no
Epstein list with full clown regalia.
Full clown regalia.
Art refers to a February.
Oh, that is terrible.
List is on my desk. A February clip.
Full clown regalia.
You know, like when you hear that word, like that's like it's in like a fucking it's in like Skyrim or something. Regalia.
Played
somebody said
take a listen.
Meme-splaining.
The DOJ may be releasing
Elden Ring
the list
lingo.
of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump.
But here was Attorney General Bondi earlier today.
I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that.
Trump was asked about the memo today.
Well, that's what you meant. That's just not what you said.
That's not what you said.
Post reporter, and he expressed.
You didn't say that, bitch.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable.
Mr. President, the reason people
I might
about this guy
for my next build. I think I might actually build a PC.
He was your guy.
I love Macs because I've been using Macs for the last 20 years. But like before I did that, I was doing PC, did PC builds, and I miss my PC because it's just so much stronger.
The Epstein list needs to be released. Here's
I got
then Republican Vice Presidential nominee J.D. Vance.
I got roped in and babied with the iMac Retina displays where you could still upgrade them after you buy them. They weren't sealed, so I had like 32 gigs and all kind of memory and fucking storage upgrades into that thing, man. I used it for music studio stuff, so like I got babied by the idea of thinking that all of them were going to be like that forever. I got this Mac Mini M1 and it's great. It's fucking great, but I just wish I had more power and I can't do anything about it. So I'm over here scrambling, thinking if I want to upgrade to an M4 or just go PC, but I just don't. I have an issue. I be downloading shit quickly and hastily, and I don't want to download no viruses. I can't do that on Mac. I can't download a virus by accident on Mac. That's my main thing.
In October 2024.
I just be
Everybody in
downloading
politics
shit.
has a vice that's much worse than alcoholism, is the way that I put it.
What do you mean by that?
But we
release the list.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Here's Kash Patel.
What? So they're just not even on a united front with any of that shit. They just.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
On a podcast just over a year before he became FBI director.
Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Pederast.
Simple, because of who's on that list.
Dan Martino, a former Secret Service.
It's like, can Kash Patel, can these guys just come out and say, like, yeah, I was just bullshitting. I didn't really know what I was talking about, but I thought that there was going to be a big list, and whenever we looked into it, it turns out that there wasn't. Like, at least if you said, like, I was just bullshitting, I would be like, okay.
Right.
You're
that's all they could.
probably
I mean, that's literally what they could do.
You're being honest
They
about
could just be
lying
like,
in a
"Hey,
way,
man, we didn't
right?
really know
Like
for
you're-
sure,
Yeah, so they all
but
lied.
this is what we
basically.
thought was going
so
on."
There are two universes that we live in. They're either pedophiles protecting pedophiles, or they're liars who are lying about lying.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want and watch.
Okay.
Ew.
Great choices. Or both.
Service agent turned right-wing podcaster is now the FBI deputy director. Here he is on his show in February. He was named deputy director just a few weeks later.
We probably just saw this.
I'm not ever going to let this story go because of what I heard from a source about Bill Clinton on a plane with Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not letting it go ever.
You see, like, I've learned this myself, and like Dan should know this. You should know that people are going to bring this up if something happens in the future. You should
Yeah, I think it's like
know
a.
this. You shouldn't have said this.
At this point, like the way Mac have been doing those silicon chips and stuff, the new stuff, like, I mean, honestly, $600, and then you can get a new Mac Mini M4, and that shit has 32 gigs of graphics card that's crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could really get away with a whole lot with that. The only thing is that there's not too many, the IO situation sucks ass no matter what you do on Mac. I think on the highest grade, the Mac Mini Studio, you get 4 USB-C plugins, 2 USB, HDMI, and an Ethernet plug, and that's it. Like, thanks. I mean, four USB-Cs are okay, but I got 2 and 2 right now. So 2 more USB-C and about 16 more gigabytes of RAM. I wouldn't say that's really worth $300 more than what I just paid, but if I were to get a PC, it could easily go up to $1,500 with the same kind of specs. But it's not optimized. I have to optimize it myself and all that shit like that. I mean, I see the benefits of it just because I can upgrade whenever the hell I want to without having to upgrade the entire thing. But I'm babied into the Mac ecosystem as far as computers go. I'm a Android phone guy, but when it comes down to computers, I just like Mac. I don't know. I might test it out. If we get some money up in this thing, if I get some money streaming, like some consistent money when it coming through with a stream, I'll do a dual build. I'll do PC and Mac, and just have Mac be the streamer, and then PC will be the workhorse. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You shouldn't have said you.
Bill Clinton's spokesperson released a statement
You
in
didn't have to
2019
say
saying that the
this.
former president, quote, knows nothing about the terrible crimes. We should note the presence of...
So Bill Clinton said that he didn't know anything about it. Well, that's a relief.
Right.
One's name in the files does not mean they were involved in any way in sex trafficking or having sex with any of Epstein's victims. Here's Alina Habba, now interim U.S. attorney for New Jersey. This is her in February.
I haven't seen this.
In this case, in Epstein's case, it is incredibly disturbing. We have flight logs, we have information, names that will come out.
Is it going to be shocking?
I don't see how it's not shocking.
Okay, my thing about these Epstein files, man, and this is purely riding on the fence and being devil's advocate about this shit. What if they find a client list and it's literally just clients, since he was a financial advisor, and I think he did stocks and shit like that. He was a capital investor for a lot of stuff. What if it was just the client list full of people that he moved money around for? And then inside of that list, there was the motherfuckers he was doing all that extra shit with. So then you be outing random folks that ain't got shit to do with none of that shit. They just was working with him because he made the best money decisions outside of the weirdo shit. They could have not known nothing. I mean, I'm pretty sure like 70% of the people that went to Diddy parties didn't know he was having freak offs at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, willfully ignorant to the shit. Like, here he might be doing some weird ass shit, but you know what, man? He makes money move. I don't give a fuck. Let's get the money moving. I don't care about none of the other stuff. What if it's a bunch of situations like that? Now we just outing people to being part of something they ain't got shit to do with it.
In February this year, Attorney General Bondi
Maybe that's me.
teased
Maybe
the
that's me.
imminent
I don't know.
arrival of the Epstein files.
Could be wrong.
President Trump's eldest son, Don Jr.,
Could be
posted
wrong.
about the news, quote, LFG, an acronym for Let's Effing Go. A week later,
It's for looking for group, but okay, sure.
Trump administration invited a slew of conservative MAGA influencers to the White
He
House.
said that's
purporting to give
looking
them a
for
first
group.
Look
Yeah,
at a
right.
batch of documents labeled the
You know what the
Epstein
hell that is.
files, phase 1, but none of it was a smoking gun. The vast majority of the information had already been made publicly available. CNN's Evan Perez reported in March that Attorney General Bondi directed FBI agents, in some cases, to drop their work on China and Iran and focus on redacting the files before their release. Remember, Trump made part of this his platform. Here he is during the 2024 campaign.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world.
We got to get somebody in there who just doesn't give a fuck.
Agreed. But, I mean, hey.
If you have a YouTube channel, don't make this mistake. I was stuck at 300 subscribers posting every week.
I'm a
I
little
thought,
choppy.
especially after they tried to shoot Trump, like he would just come in there and just like not give a fuck, just start burning bridges, put Hillary Clinton in jail, just fucking like we got to get somebody in there that just does not give a fuck, and it's never gonna happen. I am worried that it will never happen. We have to have somebody who is a professional at burning bridges, maybe Destiny. If I can think of, there's nobody who's burned more bridges. And seemingly also, according to leaks, sucked more dicks than Destiny. Both, actually, in this case. I feel like
He said according to
maybe
leaks.
he's the guy.
That's funny as
Maybe
fuck.
it's Elon. It's got to be somebody.
So what's really going on here? I mean, what's
Build 100
really
bridges,
going on? Well,
suck 100 dicks.
experts such as our friend Julie Brown from the Miami Herald, who's been covering Epstein for years,
It's easy. You just have
say
to
that
suck
the
100
notion of
dicks.
Epstein having an easy-to-access client list is likely a red herring. And that's what the Trump administration is relying on, that there likely isn't a list per se. But they are also now relying on the fact that...
Okay, so in September 14th, 1994, Bill Clinton had
Completely
sex with an underage
agree.
girl.
Completely
signed Jeffrey Epstein.
agree.
On September 30th.
That's exactly what I think
do you
too.
Really think
that's
that's
exactly what I think too.
Do you really think that's what it was? Like, it's just, what a bunch of fucking bullshit.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Dear diary.
Like that has to be.
We're not going to do that one.
Because it's MAGA influencers who often put forward so many falsehoods. Legacy news media won't push the point.
That's right. That's right. See it.
If you don't remember when they was having the whole Pizzagate situation, there wasn't a whole lot of people on that Republican side that was shucking and jiving and shuffling, trying to figure out what the fuck. It was a lot of Democrats. A lot of the liberal media was out there looking like, hey man, we need to figure out what we're gonna do about this because they tripping. They about to release some stuff about Pizzagate. Y'all remember pizzas, hot dogs, and you know what's up. Like, that's exactly what I think is going on here.
Everybody knows that CNN never misrepresents things. Right? Like whenever you photoshopped Joe Rogan to look like an orc, like a green orc because he took ivermectin. Remember that? Remember that? It was kind of dumb. You guys really fucked up on that one, huh?
While there might not be a list, there are certainly files that can be released.
Exactly.
There's a trove
fucking
of information
exactly.
that the Trump administration is right now refusing to share.
He's right.
Information that could well point to the powerful folks who availed themselves of the
And in my opinion, release it. And if it implicates all of these people and it totally fucks up their lives.
Cool.
Hey, wow. Shouldn't have done it.
Right.
Shouldn't have done it. Too bad. Well, no, good. No. Keep in mind, it will hurt innocent people as collateral damage. It will. Do it anyway. Burn the motherfucker down. When you have an infection, you cut off the entire limb.
Exactly.
You can't save each cell individually.
Trafficking victims.
They all hush right now. Yeah, that's the part that's confusing to me. Like,
there are 22 files containing thousands of pages.
When all this was first going down, everybody's biggest thing was, oh man, I bet there's a bunch of Trump situations going on up in there. Bet there's a whole bunch of this and that. But then, now that we're here and we're trying to deal with it, nobody talking about Pizzagate no more. Nobody talking about any of the other stuff that's been going on with all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been a bunch of shit just going on. Okay, that's why my shit ain't working. Okay. Yeah, bring my shit back. There we go. My fault. My chat box was all wrong, so I'm looking all over the place and shit, trying to look at my damn chat and shit. Yeah, everybody quiet now because, look, it's on somebody else's plate and not theirs. When it was on their plate, it was like, oh, we don't know nothing about this. We don't know nothing about that. This is conjecture. We don't really, yeah, nah. Y'all asses is right here dealing with the shit. Y'all just being quiet because y'all getting caught up. Y'all getting caught up. Now it's y'all. And now that all of a sudden the shit, see, I think Trump did them a solid. Trump tried to do them a solid. He tried to do them a solid, man, and let them and let them live with some of it. That's what I think went down. Trump was like, yeah, I mean, we're gonna we're gonna go on and get rid of it real quick, so you ain't got to worry about that shit. But you know, just know you owe me. Just know you owe me. That's what I'm thinking happened.
Now, sure, of course. Redact the names.
He probably
and
bribed a
identifying
lot of them
characteristics
motherfuckers.
of the victims.
This looks like a piece of it looks like a worksheet that I'd get in art class with all the empty boxes.
Normally, when Trump is fumbling, they're all
testimonies public?
over. But
As
this
Julie
is not
Brown
a
points out,
word
there's
from
still
them.
so much we don't
Awful
know
guilty.
from the
Yeah,
investigation
exactly,
by US
exactly.
Wait a minute. Let me listen to that again. I wasn't really paying attention.
I'm more than sure there's some Republicans in there. I'm not gonna lie to you. More than sure that Trump is probably in there too. But my thing is that I gotta think, in my mind, this is a man that legitimately earned his money at one point in time. If he has a client list, it's probably business clients. And then he has to have some kind of secret code or something like that outside of that for the people that he do all the weirdo shit with. The same way, like I said, Diddy. Look, they said they watched a bunch. The jury said they watched a bunch of videos from the freak offs. If they would have saw somebody in there that was looking a little crazy or looking a little too high profile, doing some weirdo stuff, I guarantee, no matter how much of an oath they took, somebody would have leaked that shit. Somebody would have leaked it by now. We would have heard, oh, LeBron James was in there dicking down 17 bitches. We would have heard. And I believe in my mind the same thing would have happened in this situation. If we would have seen some prominent figure or something like that pop up in some legitimate evidence about anything outside of the norm, we would have heard about it. The world we live in is too easy to be leaked. It's too easy to be rats. It's too many people. There's too much information leaking just all the way around. So they would have been found. There's no way. No way around it.
Characteristics of the victims. But why not make the victim testimonies public? As Julie Brown points out, there's still...
I don't know. You don't need to do that. That's another stupid thing. It has nothing to do with the problem. You don't need to put out any of the information regarding the victims. That was never the issue. That was never the question. That was never the request. Nobody ever wanted that.
So much we don't know. From the investigations by U.S. attorneys in Miami and in New York, witness interviews in the U.S. Virgin Islands and New Mexico. Brown writes that there's still more.
He said their statements. I know that, but their statements were made privately, and by publishing their statements,
you're outing them. You're doxing these people.
So you could reverse engineer them explaining what happened to them to create a frame of reference of when it happened, and it could reverse identify them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why.
Evidence that hasn't been published.
Just ask them.
Quote,
yeah.
Epstein kept video cameras in most of his residences, and Epstein's autopsy, nor the report of the investigation into his death, has been made public. So while there may not be an official client list to be released, as the administration is now saying, there's a lot of extra information that is not being made public.
Yes.
Despite Trump's Justice Department basically now...
Okay, so, yeah. He's even admitted that he had dealings with him, and that's all public. I just don't think it's deeper than that, because they would have buried Trump. I mean, they tried jailing him. Exactly. That's exactly my point. Especially when you're going for a high-profile job like the presidency of the United States. This information has been sitting on the back burner for the last 4 or 5 years. Epstein went into jail like right after COVID. Like, actually, before that, because him dying was like, hold up, because I might be getting this shit wrong. Hold up. If I'm not mistaken, he died before COVID, man. Either he died before or like right during COVID. Yeah, 2019. August of 2019. So that's before shit hit the fan. He died before COVID. That was 5 years ago. That was 3 years of dealing, actually 4 years of the Biden administration. If they wanted to do something with them Epstein
I think
files,
we need to keep putting pressure for this. This is why I'm
if we wanted to do something with them Epstein files, it would have been no issue doing that shit
I'm either
if there
bored
wasn't an
or
issue
until something
with who
happens.
was all
Probably
in it.
until I'm bored. But hopefully
The
until
fact
something
that Trump had to come up in here and do something about it, or even bring it up, is an issue in itself. Yeah, that's an issue in itself. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's been 5 years, man. If they ain't got nothing, they ain't got nothing. Just leave it alone. Like,
Pam Bondi went on television and said, I have a videotape of kids
Right.
getting abused. I followed this case closely, and I know a lot of the people involved. as I told
exactly.
you. I had no idea. I didn't know that. Really? Thousands of children got raped? Who raped them? Where are the rapists? Like, why aren't they in jail? What
Right.
is the Department of Justice? Yes. That is so crazy. This is honestly one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's right. This is, in my opinion, this is more sus than 9/11 by a mile.
Mm.
It's more sus than 9/11. It's more sus than Iraq. This is crazy.
Right.
And I just
and I find it crazy how, I mean, I could be wrong because I don't remember. I don't follow politics a whole lot. I ain't gonna lie. I don't follow politics too much. I listen to the main discourse between the two. I see which one makes more sense for me, and then I go from there. I don't really watch all that shit too much. I don't pay no attention. But when all the Pizzagate shit was happening, I don't remember them saying nothing about Trump in it. I don't remember seeing anything about any of these major Republican heads of state or anything like that. I mean, of course, it could be getting suppressed, but when you're ran completely by Democratic situation, you would think that they would try to throw them people under the bus if they had that kind of information, right? Just like you were saying earlier, like, I don't see it. I just don't see it.
Very dangerous to play around with this stuff.
That's a fact.
Very dangerous.
Well,
I don't want a revolution, but if you wanted a revolution, this is how you would act.
All right, Jamal, what do you think hearing that from Tucker?
Well, first of all, Tucker is being dangerous by alluding to something like a revolution when we're talking about.
CNN never does that. They never, ever, ever do that.
The MAGA people, because we know that MAGA forces have been willing to use violence in pursuit of their political aims.
Then why didn't so if MAGA people use violence in pursuit of their political aims, why is it that all of the Teslas got burned down when Elon Musk was on the same page with Trump, but when Elon Musk literally made a public statement implying that Trump was a rapist pedophile, not a single Tesla got burned by any of the MAGA people? Isn't that interesting? That's crazy. What are the odds of that?
We saw it on January 6th. You know, Gretchen said something a second ago.
The original sin.
Right.
The only sin, by the way.
Right.
The only point that they can really look at as
And don't get me wrong, I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for Kamala. But that was for personal reasons. I already had a feeling that a lot of the tax reform that was supposed to be going on was not going to be going on in favor of me and my middle class ass. So I voted for the possibility of the middle class getting worked out a little bit better. I still believe that Trump is going to do a decent job, only because he's remorseful and he's actually trying to be good this time, comparison to last time. But that still doesn't change the fact that a lot of shit is getting fucked up as far as tax and money. It could be just fucked up right now and it could get better, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not a political person. I'm not. But it's just like, if y'all had the ability to put this out there like, hey man, Trump's in the Epstein's files. Here's the proof. A lot more people probably would have not voted for him, just honestly. But they didn't have proof, so they couldn't do it.
The one stupid thing that happened 4 years ago, this is like, okay, everything is all based off of that.
about is Trump covering for Pam Bondi. But the question also may be, is Pam Bondi covering for Trump?
That's a good one.
We just really don't know.
Nobody
Donald Trump
knows.
has been very forceful. He's a great television performer. When the question of Epstein comes up, every time he dissembles, he attacks the reporter. Remember before?
It's true that he's right about this. Like what he was saying earlier was bullshit, but he's right about this. Trump, he doesn't do a very good job answering this question.
Release the UFO files. He'll release the JFK files. Will you release the Epstein files? Well, I don't know if we should, do that. Innocent people may get wrapped up in that. I just think something's going on here. We got to keep asking the questions until we find out what's really happening, and they should just release the files.
They should.
I mean, right.
He's
That
right.
seems to be the point, Gretchen. At this point, and this is something that has been spun up, right, by some of the very people who are now saying. I mean, when Kash Patel and Dan Bongino came out,
This is a great episode of America. Wait for the season finale.
Recently, and tried to downplay the Epstein files. They were eviscerated by the MAGA base, right? And now this is putting the whole thing on steroids. Far-right activist Laura Luma, Gretchen, we know Trump listens to her. She has been hammering Pam Bondi on social media. She posted, "How come we can't talk about what a dumb, lying bimbo Pam Bondi is? J.D. Vance, please encourage President Trump to fire Pam Bondi. She's a disgrace." So
she's not the one that made this decision.
She's the one that propagated this decision, though, like, honestly.
But she
if you think about it like this, she didn't make the call, but she went along with it.
what do you hear?
And then tried to ratify what she said before. That's not revisionism. That's you trying to make you look stupid. Because, oh, you don't remember. This is what I actually said. Nah,
it's
bitch.
Just what they do.
Tangible influence on Trump on big decisions.
Yes, in national security, specifically in the last few months. I do think she has Trump's ear. So, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Trump seemed to be protecting Bondi today. But I think one other really important point is in this second administration, we have seen a lot of MAGA supporters of Trump come out and be totally against him on really big issues. And what I think is fascinating is that he can go after people who are in groups, like lawyers, like members of Congress. I'll primary you if you don't agree with me. But with these single influencers, he's not doing that. And I think that
because he can't. Like, it's a lot easier. Like, if somebody like me was running for office, bringing this shit up, he would be talking shit about me. But he can't do that. It's just some Twitter page. You can't do anything about it.
Raises a huge question about whether or not he has the power to actually silence them.
Right, and Jamal, I guess the whole
he shouldn't have the power. Like, he doesn't have the power to silence the politicians either. He's just funding his opposition. Like, that's like, he doesn't have the power. Like, is this some kind of like a play? Wow, Trump is such a pussy. He's not taking away people's freedom of speech.
Right. What are they expecting him to do?
What the fuck are we talking about?
What are they expecting him to do right now? What exactly is they? That's what I'm talking about. Fucking right. Internet bill went from being, not internet, my power bill went from being $160 last month to fucking 80 like usual. Like, the fuck was that? Whole $80 extra dollars for what?
Or is the question,
what the fuck
who is
I'm talking about?
For whom?
That is the question. Listen, what is sobering is that Donald Trump, if this were normal times, Donald Trump, he's turned around on Ukraine, and there are people in MAGA who are upset about that. He was in this relationship with Elon Musk, who's now turned on him, who wants to start a party, and so that could maybe peel off people.
We gotta think about that Elon party, man. Like, that's I don't know. I mean, somebody said the treasurer from the party was from India. Like, I don't know. That's a bit weird, right? But like, in a general sense, like I do think that Elon is right that the party needs to be changed. I think that he's wrong that you need to make a new party. I think that the Republican Party pre and post Trump are two different parties. I think that you need to rebuild the existing party rather than try to make a third party, because historically, every time that's happened, it's been bad. That's my opinion.
Now we've got the Epstein files, or all these things that would normally take down a regular
I agree
politician.
on principle, not
Donald
practice.
Trump seems to be able to survive these things. I mean, he's such a political force, it doesn't really matter. But what does happen is the people around him are the ones who catch the brick. And so the question for Pam Bondi is this going to limit her ability to either be an effective attorney general or to even keep her job as attorney general?
No, she was already being ineffective to begin with.
As attorney general?
Yeah, no, she was already being useless before this. This isn't going to affect her ability to be useless. I think that she's going to continue being useless even without this. Yeah, that's not true at all. The establishment wants you to believe in reform. Nothing ever changes. I think that it's pretty obvious that like a lot of the Republican talking points changed after
One of
Trump.
the few things I did see, the whole Epstein memo was released in the middle of the night. Seems to have blindsided Trump, and apparently he's pissed on how it's handled. So I guess now he's saying
I
just
personally
release
think
all
that
of
Republicans
it.
used to care
Stop
about states'
pushing
rights,
footing.
freedom of speech, and a tax deficit. Republicans used to care
exactly,
about a lot
exactly.
of things. Now they don't
Like,
care about as many.
That just doesn't sound like somebody that is possibly guilty of some shit. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, the Fed just lost the first case they've two cases back to back, with the Young Thug case and with the Diddy case. They just lost 2 RICO cases. This is the first time in the last 45 years that they've lost a case. They did it twice within the same year. You really think that if it was some shit going on, they wouldn't put that shit into the damn trial, figure that shit out, and try to prosecute to the fullest extent just so they can get their numbers back up? They had a 99% conviction rate before this year. A 99% conviction rate before this year. And you lost 2 RICOs back to back. Highly publicized RICOs at that. You think if they're actually gonna have really 3 if you think about it, because Trump had a RICO charge on them and they dropped that shit fast as hell. They lost 3 cases in a matter of a year before they have not lost 1 in 40. 99% conviction rate. Keep that in mind. If they had some shit where they can go redeem their numbers, I guarantee they would go do that shit. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that shit. They would go do that shit.
Many things, it doesn't matter. Like things always change, right? It's always it's shifting, right? Why?
If you're a championship fucking team,
because
you think you lose 3 times back to back, that if you got a slam dunk, you're not finna take it? Fuck out of here.
President, and nothing happens.
Nah,
That's why.
I don't believe it.
I'll be right back.
They know what's up. They know they can't do anything with a lot of that shit. And that's why it's not really a big thing.
Insights to understand what works and what doesn't in your ad accounts. Expand your reach with the world's first full AI-generated connected TV ads.
These guys, Monk, if you can pass this around to whoever you know that might end up, that might stream or might want to stream ad creation AI, scammers.
We have become slightly out of date with everything.
Don't let them take your money. Don't put no money into that shit.
Which means we get to
Scammers.
watch my #1 slop tuber, more Pegasus. Let's get into it, dude. Let's see what's going on in the sloppiest way possible.
Welcome back to a series so iconic, even Pikachu subscribed. In today's
Finally, a good intro, Pegasus. I told you the other week that your intros are getting weak as fuck. You finally got a good one. Hell yeah, bro. Big W.
video, Anissa, aka iDubbbz' husband, has responded to Creator Class 3 officially being cancelled. She's also losing her mind on Twitter, making a bajillion tweets.
So this is an H3 shit?
Once again, she's not losing her mind. She never had a mind to begin with.
Several responses. Hassan orbiters like Caseytron have also responded with very intellectual statements, obviously. Jellywig continues to get backlash for finally defending
Jellywig is definitely better than Slugwig, I'm not gonna lie.
Then Streamer Tectone is now
Streamer Tectone, all around great guy. And more Pegasus. I do not give you permission unless you give me my full title. Streamer Tectone, an all around great guy, has done this. I would like to address that. Make that an addendum very much. Thank you. Thank you, by the way. Streamer Tectone, all around great guy.
now beefing with Destiny. Asmongold has
Once again, Destiny beefed with me. Destiny beefed with me. Destiny went after one of my friends, and I merely responded. All right, let's make that very clear. I did not take a shot. I returned the hammer.
Has responded. Subscribe to be part of internet history.
Let's up those numbers!
Now, quick recap if you missed the previous.
Reminder, if you type W Tectone in Hassan, Frogan, Denims, or Ludwig's chat, you will get banned. So, yeah, use that information for whatever you want. Imagine that being so insecure that typing W Tectone gets you banned in somebody else's chat.
This episodes, iDubbbz and Anissa hosted a boxing
It gets you banned in Mizkifs as well? There's no way, bro.
event called Creator Clash 3. It was supposed to be for charity, but they were secretly taking 34%. Now, iDubbbz, along with Hassan's Goon Squad, made a content cop on Ethan. After that, the entire internet turned on them. They lost everything. The event got canceled. Tons of people came out exposing them.
He's bald.
And now, after all of that, Anissa has responded. Anissa offers a statement after Nathan, aka Dad, dropped a video calling her and Creator Clash 3 out. Basically, Nathan was talking about how he was screwed over financially, and also they talked a lot of shit about him behind his back. She says, I just want to make it clear that we haven't had any contact or control since we publicly stepped down. Even though me and Ian were the faces of the event, many people were behind the scenes making decisions together. Classic shifting blame immediately.
I will also admit, I had no idea who the fucking Nisa was until Creator Clash 3. Was she the face of the event? I had no idea.
Trump is a mastermind too, and with how all this came out, this just seems like his style, so I don't think he authorized the release. Plus, I don't see him releasing that shit show when the Texas stuff was going down. Trump has been way too empathetic when it comes to those type of events. Yeah. He's garnering the
event wasn't doing well
public
way
perception.
before the content cop. A combo of many things contributed to that reality.
Whether or not he's in it or
including
not,
lack
I
of
don't think it's
promotion,
going to change the
influencer
fact that
boxing being
people
less
think
popular,
he's
the
doing a
economy,
very good
etc.
job as
I think
far
what
as
it boils down
president,
to
minus
is poor
the
communication from
minor
everyone.
bullshit that's
No,
happening
it does not
around
boil
it.
down.
All you had to do was stop being a pussy and get your best friend Hassan to box Sam Hyde, and it would have sold out. But instead, you're delivering fights that, to be honest, a lot of people just don't care about. You gave nobody a good fight that anybody wanted to see. And I also think that's hilarious how you admitted that Ian was a failure even before he fucked up even harder. You tried to have his back and you made him look worse.
Down to poor communication, it boils down to you and I.
Yeah, we weren't a failure after Ian fucked up. We were a failure before. Wow, dude, good comeback. Yeah, you know who else failed an event? My mom. Okay, bro, I haven't seen a self-own like that since Muscle Man and Denims.
Dubs deciding to backstab your good friend Ethan and simultaneously side with the most radical, extremist, terrorist-supporting freaks on the planet. The guy Hassan did a love heart to literally tweeted the other day that he wants to kill Ethan. That is the kind of people you support. They literally brag about bombing ships. Even after we left, which is unfortunate, at the end of the day, I care about people getting paid for the money they were out for training and charity getting their money, and both of those things were done. I mean, you say you care about charity getting paid, yet you were taking money behind the scenes without telling anybody. And the new—
Not just taking money, more Pegasus. Let's just be real. Let's give you the actual number. They were taking 34%. 34! That means every $3 that went to charity, they took one of those dollars. Why did they take 34% from a charity event? Because they got people together? How about, and let me just blow your mind real quick. All they had to do was just write off the proceeds that went to charity on their taxes. And they would have saved hundreds of thousands of dollars. But no, that wasn't enough. They needed the tax write-off and
the
they
money.
needed the money in their pocket.
Yep.
The greediest charity event of all time. Disgusting.
Owners of Creator Clash, after you dropped out, had to actually expose that fact. Not to mention, the only reason you abandoned the event is because you probably didn't want legal liability. You didn't want to get sued for the absolute trash event it was and not fulfilling your promises. I really loved this event. I loved what it stood for, and I wanted to believe we could push through because it wasn't realistic. None of it was malicious. Okay, that is a straight up lie. Obviously, they really don't like Ethan and wanted to ruin his life. But also, suppose, hypothetically, this wasn't malicious. That would make you two the stupidest people on planet Earth, like literally the dumbest people I've ever encountered in my life. Also, I just love how they say it's like, oh yeah, it has nothing to do with us anymore because, you know, we gave it over after completely destroying it yourselves. This is like somebody setting a house on fire, quickly selling it to somebody in the next 1 minute and being like, well, I don't take any accountability. I guess you burned it down. I guess it's your fault because I sold it actually. Ridiculous, man. She's blaming the economy for one of the reasons why Creator Clash failed. Yes, it's just because of the economy, guys. It's the political and economic state of the world right now, guys. If you love the event and what it stood for, you would have put in more effort when it came to promoting the damn thing.
Right.
Shockingly, the only promotion that was done is people shitting on the event. Like, I have promoted the event more than they have. It's crazy. They are allergic to accountability, actually. Doesn't address anything Dad said about their mismanagement, just pushes blame on everybody else, and also did not address any of the personal stuff, right?
Yeah, like guys, literally, name me one fight you were looking forward to from that event. I would have loved to see Myth fight. I have no idea who Myth was going to fight. I would have loved to see Dad fight. I would have no idea who was going to fight. I would love to see Harley fight. I have no idea who's going to fight. Who the fuck is LA Beast? I have no idea. There was no reason for us to want to watch any of the fights that were orchestrated. There was no drama. Like, where is the XQCs versus, oh God, what the fuck is the name of Mexican XQC? Rubius. Yeah, like XQC versus Rubius, or XQC versus Asmongold, Sam Hyde versus Hassan, or fuck, even me versus Hassan, Ludwig versus Mr. Beast, Sea-Dog VA versus Ludwig. Like, where were the good fights? Lily Pichu versus Emaru. Like, where were any of these? They were fucking nowhere.
So Ethan responded, paying Lena the $15K you owe her would go a long way. I mean, of course they aren't going to pay the fighters. They're absolutely greedy ass mother flippers who only care about securing a profit themselves. Keep in mind they are supposed to be multi-millionaires and couldn't be bothered to even pay their fighters properly. I feel like any creator that size would be happy.
Oh my God, Speed fighting Kai would go crazy. Speed versus Kai would go nuts. That would be fucking nuts.
To take a hit if money was actually going to charity and kids with cancer would actually get some support. But no, I need to make sure I get my cut before charity gets its cut. Feminist Anissa should be on board with women getting their pay, right? Only if she can give 34%, of course. Then she went...
Or like iDubbbz versus Keemstar. All right, I'll stop.
On an absolute barrage of tweets, I'm once again asking what my ultimate sin was, aside from being married to the man who made the content cop on The King. Okay, who is The King? You mean Ethan? Ethan doesn't know us as well as he claims, especially not me. He was literally best friends with iDubbbz and went to your house multiple times. He's as knowledgeable about our private life as the average viewer. Okay, that's just a lie. Then she continues, I've never mentioned CPS. I didn't appear in the content cop. I've only ever replied to Ethan privately with kindness, despite him spam texting us deranged nonsense. His inference that I have any control over Ian's choices is from watching SlopTubers. Parasocial rambling.
It's the SlopTubers. It's all the SlopTubers. Yeah, dude. Of course. Yep, absolutely, dear.
The classic. Blame it on the SlopTubers. Anissa has definitely been watching a lot of Hassan. This is the go-to strategy.
GoDaddy Arrow is so easy. AI built me a website in minutes. No hassle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Whenever you want to discredit anything,
what's going on, Isabel?
Any logical arguments ever, just blame it on SlopTubers. How many times do you people need to realize that this strategy just does not work? Plenty of people have tried it before. They have all failed. Turns out people actually have the capacity to think and make arguments for themselves and realize.
And every day, chat's getting a little bit smarter. Every single day. They're not falling for the usual tricks. It's looking good.
Guys, we're literally just speaking the truth here. Anissa, this is such a lie. You joked about CPS on your podcast and laughed about the joke. I get you want to be child-free, and that's fine, but imagine how traumatizing that is for the average adult who has a family of their own. Also, she brags about never mentioning CPS. That was like the bad part of the content cop. The fact that iDubbbz made it seem like Ethan had this completely crazy, unhinged meltdown going after his friends, and he left out the entire context that the reason he was so mad was that these people literally went after his kids. And can you stop playing innocent here? Everybody knows you literally control the behind the scenes for these videos. videos. You've admitted to it in the past. Even now, here you are, the one responding to everything, responding to all the drama. iDubbbz is nowhere to be seen. iDubbbz has completely shut his mouth, and Anissa's here yapping on. Somebody responds, "You've been nothing but a perfect, sweet angel. I hope this is ironic." And she says, "Amen." If you took 34% of the day to think about it, I'm sure you'd find the answer. We got a new meme, fellas. And look at these NPCs. You're a woman who doesn't agree with him. That's really all it is. That's right. That's right. Oh my god.
Bro, these OnlyFans girls, they're so retarded.
This is crazy.
It's like once you've like broken the threshold of like taking. Like,
nice. Appreciate you coming in.
Then you just lose.
I'm doing good. Doing good.
It is shocking. It's like, how do you get this fucking dumb? Like, good lord. Oh, it's because you're a woman with an opinion.
He can't possibly defend attacking you relentlessly and barely even mentioning Ian at this point. He knows it's easier to get people on board to attack women, and his career is built off hate campaigns. Dude, the amount of delusional people on Twitter is actually astronomical. Using the KC-tron tactic of, well, they're actually all misogynists, they're all incels, and if a woman actually disagrees with you, like maybe Hila, you know, Ethan's wife, actually she's just a pick-me, she's under the misogynistic patriarchal structure, she just doesn't understand, she can't think for herself. Absolutely pathetic. So after this, Anissa starts getting real petty, and she pins this tweet to her profile. She posts this emoji and puts a comment from
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
People see an hour-long podcast and think they completely understand
all
you
good
and your
over here.
Even
All
the
good.
internet, people have been particularly nasty to you. It can be so painful to be hated and misunderstood by so many people that have never met you. But I don't think it has anything to do with you. People hated you from the beginning because of what you represented as an extension of Ian. Him maturing and changing, they feel betrayed by him, and you are the scapegoat. It sucks that people won't just move on and accept their change, especially after years. Only thing that matters is how you guys feel about each other, and remembering as much as possible that everything you read online is just noise, is not real. If a few unwell people obsess over you. Okay, first off, Ethan missed the mark here, and Ethan has missed the mark a lot in the past. Let's not forget, Ethan willingly partnered with Hassan on his podcast when we were all already aware he has been completely nuts for years, okay? And I suspect it was political.
People always think that if you're on someone's side or if you're more in favor of one person's side, that means you agree with everything they say. Not true. People who you like can always have L takes, and it's up to you to be a good friend to call them out on that, and that is another example of a shit take.
Brain rot. When you dive headfirst into politics, your common sense side of the brain shuts off. But it's okay. I forgive Ethan now, because now he's coming to his senses slowly but surely. He's starting to realize the people he associated with, the people who he was promoting like Hassan and their orbiters, are absolute insane crazies, and he's probably started to notice the same thing about Anissa and iDubbbz. And despite me not actually agreeing with him on a lot of things, I can still defend him because you guys were way more crazy, and he didn't deserve to be harassed this much. He doesn't deserve to have human skulls sent to his house or CPS called on his kids. And I feel like all this shows is that despite the entire internet being against you guys, he was still trying to support you guys. Lamau, thanks Anissa for showing off how good of a friend Ethan was to you guys. All this does is make her and Ian look like garbage for backstabbing such a supportive friend. Right, so Anissa continues by posting this. Somebody posted a comment, Anissa, I'm not controlling. Anissa speaks the entire time, only lets iDubbbz speak when prompted to self-flagellate for her own pleasure. You should have listened to your mother and got the F away from her. You're in a toxic abusive relationship. Get the F out of there, save yourself. You can do a lot better. Divorcing her is worth a hit. It's better to be free and in a healthy relationship with someone else than being rich and with someone who's abusing you for her own pleasure. So Anissa responded, I just want people to see it's been 7 years, I'm exhausted, I'm alone, not built for this. I can't post on social media. This used to be my job. It never gets better. And this was liked by H3H3. People responded, this was back when he thought your friendship meant something. You and Ian need to take the L and get a job somewhere, lay low for a while. Yeah, he had your back long before you stabbed his. Is that supposed to be a flex? Now listen, again, I think it was lame that—
This is the same self-own that Denham's probably told her to do. Just like when she tried to own me on the internet by showing how reasonable I was before she started accusing me of being a criminal. That's how fucking stupid they are, is that they have no intellectual capacity to understand that statements in different contexts have different meanings.
That Ethan was supporting them even back then. Even back then, they were equally crazy. People are just starting to see it now. But obviously, he wanted to stick by you guys because you were, you had a long history of being good friends. So Ethan responded in a bunch of stories. Ethan continues, compelling stuff. Can you post proof you being harassed by Ethan? Your reply is proof. So Ethan says, all you're showing is how much I cared and wanted to defend and see the best in my friends. The prevailing narrative at the time was that you guys were terrible people, not to be trusted, but I wasn't going to turn on my friends, even if it meant getting shit for standing by you. By the way, we were completely correct. Clap it up for us. Obviously, a lot—
I am currently shocked. There is a thick Latina woman currently delivering my groceries when she could have been at home posting nude photos of herself on OnlyFans.
On OnlyFans, exactly.
Exactly. No, I'm good, man.
A lot has changed since then, and I've learned a lot about you, things that I was purposely avoiding because I wanted to see the best in you. And when I was down and out and you had the opportunity to stand by me, you punched me in the gut as hard as you could. You chose short-term gain over a decade-long friendship. You dropped the content cup when I was live. You excused the CPS call. You laughed about the skulls. You accused me of hallucinating anti-Semitism. You crossed every single line there was.
Yep.
Absolute cinema. Guys, not even TV is this good. Wow. What a amazing response by Ethan here. Holy shit, can you believe this stuff is free? Can you believe this video is free, guys? Subscribe, hit the like button. Oh my god, leave a comment. Holy shit.
Dude, subscribe to more Pegasus. It's a shame that he does not have 700,000 yet when my stupid ass has 1.05 million. I don't deserve this. I really, really, really don't. And thank you for subscribing to me as well and turn the bell on for all notifications.
Ultimately, no matter how good of a friend I was,
Sadly,
you still
I'm
F me over
subscribed
the first
already.
chance you got. You think this makes me look like a hypocrite, but it just makes you look like the giant piece of shit, which you are. So then
Exact same thing Denims did.
Anissa responds, "Hi Ethan, the whole point is that you are accusing me of things that my husband and or other people have done, which contradicts everything you wrote in this comment. Hope that helps." Well, the thing is, you literally support your husband. In fact, respond on behalf of him. Treat him like Reek from Game of Thrones. Literally support all Hassan and his orbiters, you know, retweet their tweets, provide support in every single way, and then pretend you have nothing to do with anything.
Yep.
Ace responds, "Is your defense
Right.
really I had nothing to
She
do with it?"
throwing a
Okay,
rock
sure,
and
let's
hiding her
examine
hand.
that. Number one, you have been involved in every
That's what we
content pop.
doing now?
Number two, you were
Throwing
at
rocks and
Hassan's house
hiding
during
hands?
the filming of the sketch, flipping off the camera.
Yep.
Number three, Ian literally cites you in the video. Anissa's half Lebanese and half Irish, so she understands Israeli propaganda and oppression. Ooh, that's an instant cut emoji right there. Cut emoji. You've been making snide remarks during this entire debacle that is inbred. Oh, don't forget about the time where she tweeted drugs at Ethan, even though she knew that Ethan has Tourette's and he has all those tics, and then she wanted to convince her audience that Ethan is on drugs, which is completely disingenuous. You scolded Dad for leaving scenes about Zionism. So did Ian, where he admits to not even knowing what that means. You were caught in Millhouse DMs. You were caught in Denim's chat. Your private Twitter account got leaked of you talking shit. Ian knows at least to shut the F up, but you're the only fool who continuously engages with me. So obviously I'm talking to you, not Ian. Yo, honestly, at this point, Anissa has done way more damage than Ian ever could.
Oh, yeah.
The only
Anissa is the downfall of iDubbbz. 1,000,000%.
thing that this point proves is, again, how willing you are to throw Ian under the bus. I had nothing to do with it. Go after Ian, not me.
Damn.
Your YouTube videos aren't getting.
We was just talking about iDubbbz yesterday too, man.
You're putting in the work, filming, editing, uploading, but you're just not seeing results. Video after video with low views, and you have no.
Just talking about iDubbbz the other day because he was getting bitched by
20 more things where you can criticize Anissa for. The whole iDubbbz boxing code situation where Anissa was exposed for doing so much incredibly weird shit. The most manipulative gaslighting type of bullshit you will ever see. So yeah, you can't complain when you dish out the heat and then you can't take it. Ethan says, "Thanks for finally unpinning Kate's video, you callous, self-obsessed, narcissistic piece of shit." Basically, before this, the video that was pinned was a boxing training video with Anissa. And obviously the trainer, Mike, and his wife absolutely do not like Anissa, and they wanted that video deleted, but Anissa would refuse to. I'm so excited for her live stream crash outs. Yeah, apparently she's gonna start live streaming again. That's a horrible idea. Somebody responded,
"Hey, I give it 2 streams before she tries to crash out on me. I give it 2.
Some people don't have any kind of content without the drama, man.
Because somehow I have the ability.
You can't shit on them because they don't have any kind of content, man. Besides the drama,
Because a lot of these
you gotta let them have some.
channels, you'll notice one thing they all have in common. None of them use face cam, right? I'm the bastard who says all this shit with my fucking face cam, bro. It's so bad. And it makes them so mad. It makes them so mad. You're gonna crash out first stream? Yeah, we'll see, man.
You said first stream.
Anissa
Damn.
defends her husband challenge, difficulty impossible. Ian's a very smart and
Ian and Anissa get divorced in the next 2 years.
capable person who made a 7 million viewed video he's proud of. I think he'll be okay. Yes, right off to 7 million views, even though we know your latest video is on 400K now, and your next video is not going to do well either. In fact, his career is completely over at this point. This literal slop pooper is more popular than him. Absolutely tragic. Ethan's like Jon Snow in the Battle of the Bastards, one man fighting for his family's honor and the greater good of the world. To be fair, he's got a lot of aid here, and I think things might have been a little bit worse without some of the supporters here. So I need to respond again. What a pathetic list. This is his justification for eternal harassment.
Yes, you went after his career. You went after his kids. You tried to take everything from him and you failed. So now he will take everything from you.
Okay.
Yes, it is absolutely justifiable for eternal harassment. Yes, because if you were successful, he would have been left with nothing. So now he's going to make sure that you are the one who is left with nothing. Absolutely.
privately discussing Zionism and showing up in my friend's Twitch chat. Yeah, your friend Denims, who was literally days before the CPS call talking about Ethan's kids eating dog shit. Just a friend, obviously. Eternal harassment. These people are such cry bullies and bad at it.
Oh, yeah.
Arkhams is the one who made the content cop. You were the ones who tried to harass Ethan. He has a literal snark subreddit for him. They're literally trying to get at him in any way possible, but no, you're the ones being harassed. It's like you're literally just getting out what you dished out. Right, but Anissa, why not take a second and just reflect on your own actions? You're not innocent in all of this, so maybe get off social media and look at your actions. Are you actually trying to say something reasonable right now? Who do you think you're talking to? Right, so after this, she made this tweet. What's all the hubbub about? I'm so nice and sweet. And she's just posted a selfie. Nah, that shit was so dumb, my camera turned on. That is a...
He has a face? I have never seen more Pegasus in my entire life. He's black?
Diabolical post. I mean, after literally destroying your husband's life and career, ruining a charity event, putting your friends in tough financial situations, you're gonna post a selfie in response? Ay. Anissa, the type of person to try to present herself as this sweet and innocent person, but behind the scenes, she's like this actual devil sent by Satan himself to actually ruin your life, destroy your career completely. Also, follow my—
Dude, Mudahar Ozempic go. Ozempic Mudahar goes crazy, bro.
My muscle up journey on Instagram. We had a 30-pound weighted pull-up the other day. Maybe one day I can finally lift friggin'. The ultimate goal of every gym bro. Then she continued posting, look, I'm even capable of smiling. How can you be mean to someone who can smile? And this cringe emoji. And then there she's just posted another.
Oh my God, she's autistic. Now it makes sense. The universal symbol for autistic people. We all know it. Everybody knows. If you like cinema roll that much, you are grade A autism. 1,000,000%.
Another picture of her with the creepiest smile ever.
I love cinema roll.
I'm actually being harassed. I'm being harassed through the screen here. Smiling creepily into a camera is not going to change the things you did. Can you actually take accountability for once in your life? You're a narcissist. We get it. Drugs? Question mark. This is a reference to her tweet about Ethan, obviously. Yep. Jesus Christ, just an aura of profound sadness around you. And was moving on to Jellywig. Now, last time we talked about how he actually had a good take on the whole situation. He actually defended Ethan, saying it's not Ethan's fault for Creator Clash being canceled, despite his chat having the complete opposite opinion.
Ethan Klein did it. Okay. I'm not trying to be controversial here, but I do think iDubbbz posting the content cop was one of the dumbest moves ever. Straight up. That was crazy. You know, make that video when Creator Clash isn't happening, I would say.
Let's not act.
Bro, do you see his chat turning on him? Look at that. Nah, man, fuck you. Bro, you aren't a fucking Ethan guy, are you? Rage bait. Don't defend Zionist. Bro, actually huge W for Jellywig, even giving that lukewarm take, because these pussies in the chat, he might as well have just dropped a nuclear bomb.
I would say.
Let's not act.
The Hassan Dick Riders in his chat is so apparent.
Like this isn't 100%
Somebody spam W Tectone in that chat, man. He needs it.
W Tectone in the chat.
Good shit, Slugwig.
Lud's content cop take was insane if you consider it was literally about a
genocide. Yeah, I don't know.
Course, how are you
I don't know
about
all that.
When does a genocide go? I can't believe you just wrote this comment. When does a genocide going on? Disgusting. Right, so Ethan responded, thank you, Ludwig. I appreciate your willingness to say it like it is, even if you can't shit for it. You've already defended me more than Ian and Anisha. Uncommon Ludwig W. So after this, Anisha...
Once in a lifetime miracle gift from God himself. Never happening again. Jellywig W.
Responded,
Jellywig.
Ludwig on Creator Clash, he's more upset about the event being canceled than what Ian was talking about in his content cop, calling it quote-unquote dumb. Anissa responds, okay, I'm just gonna come out and clear something up. Ian won't be happy I'm doing this, but I think we need more transparency. Ticket sales were abysmal before the content cop. Promotion wasn't going how we had hoped. Charity wasn't getting the numbers we wanted.
Doesn't that kind of seem like this could make Ian look worse? Because this presents the idea that perhaps Ian just pushed out this video in an attempt to save his event, to take that 34%, that he was willing to throw Ethan under the bus for his own success. Because that, to me, seems like Ian tried to do something to make his event a non-failure. And so he forced that video out, willing to throw Ethan to the dogs for his own financial well-being.
So you're telling...
Just something to think about. Just a theory.
Me this event was a complete failure from the very beginning, and you were trying to pretend it's successful this entire time, basically tricking every one of the creators involved, even tricking the fans into thinking this was actually going to amount to a substantial amount of money for charity. Holy shit, this is pathetic. Now, as for Ludwig, do I think he's being genuine? I don't really know, but I think he's starting to learn learn from the whole mango situation that it's maybe better to not pander to absolute extremist morons and actually just say what you really think. Don't bother trying to appease people who will never be appeased and will probably turn on you the second things get
This
tough.
is
And I know
terrible.
it can be hard when some of your fan base is so.
When you build yourself an army of weak people, they will be the first ones to turn against you the moment there is any conflict. All you do is pander and pander and pander, and you build up your chat where you have to agree with everything together, and you give the brand safe take. The moment you fuck up once they're all gone, they turn on you, you will fall off tremendously. An army of the weak will be the first one to stab their commander in the back if it means saving their own skin.
Hassan Pale or whatever,
Agreed.
but don't worry, they will filter themselves out,
Agreed.
and then life is good again. Anissa continues responding, we were promised a lot of things didn't happen. I take responsibility for trying to do it again. We shouldn't have, but I think we made the best out of the situation. The charity got $225K, and a lot of that was due to the buzz around Hassan supporting the charity. Okay, absolutely do not be fooled. Anissa
Anybody with this headset has a mental illness.
Raised $0 for this.
Not
This
the
amount
kitty
was raised
headset.
by Hassan and Ethan's beef. It was a bunch of people mad at Ethan trying to get at him, and I honestly don't care whatever reason they had for donating or whatever. They were helping charity, and that's a good thing. And because I'm actually a fair man, I will be congratulating Hassan for this. I don't really like the guy, obviously, but if he does something objectively good, I'm not going to criticize him for it because that would make me as insane as him, and I try to stay as factual as
100%.
possible. She continues, charity.
Yeah, this is
Even
wild.
Hitler was a good painter. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to make up facts to make somebody look worse, or make up lies to make someone look worse. Like, just tell the truth about people being fucking terrible, right? You can still acknowledge that some people did good things, even though they're horrible fucking people.
Already got
I
money,
got
the
a
fighters got
booger
paid,
like
things didn't
so
work
deep
out.
in my
Wasn't
nose.
Well, chat, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Somebody really liked it. His mom really liked it.
The content cup wasn't some sudden turning point. The interest in Creator Class 3 was low. Again, this is completely disingenuous.
And let's be real, guys. If a painting resurfaced from Hitler as an official, like a genuine piece, you're telling me it wouldn't be worth millions of dollars? Like, let's come on, guys.
Dead
The
ass.
Nazis would go crazy over that shit.
Obviously, the content cop played a massive role. The literal event got completely canceled. You know, I'm sure the interest in Creator Class 3 was low, but with the content cop, it made the whole situation 10 times worse. And it basically went—
Yeah, Kanye would drop at least $5 million picking that shit up. Yeah, true, dude.
from
Dead
low
ass.
to about 0 to negative. In fact, a bunch of people ended up hating you guys and hating the whole situation and refused to trust you guys to give you their money for charity. Then she responds again, to clarify, I'm saying Ian won't be happy. To make it clear that this decision and making this public is my own and not his. I'm taking responsibility for this statement. Sorry for poor wording. Wow, you're taking responsibility for this statement. Nice. Not all the other shit though. Classic Anissa single-handedly sabotaging any chance of an actual good response to this. Throwing Ian under the bus to save your own skin. Crazy work. Crash out is bad. Christ is the least of your worries after these posts. Also, can you stop acting like Ian has any autonomy at all? We know you control every
Lord.
single aspect of his life here, alright? As if Ian is gonna do anything about this at all. What is he gonna do? Scold his wife? Hell no. Bro actually acts like he has zero free will. Okay, moving on to the Hassan orbiters. Turns out they are turning on Ludwig. Starting with Shonda Black here, I have a lot of thoughts on this, being a Lud watcher, but for now, I'll stick to just expressing how disappointing this is. Heaven forbid Ludwig—
These people are so pathetic. All they can say is, I'm really sad that Ludwig said this. But you know what they can't say? That he lied. That's what's crazy. I'm really upset that Ludwig told the truth.
have a good take for once, and he's instantly abandoned by all of his so-called watchers, viewers, supporters. Bro, Sean the Black is a guy that literally shit his pants after Ethan threatened to sue him, but then he was actually joking, and this guy had the biggest sigh of relief, and then he suddenly started acting tough about the whole thing. Dude, you should be throwing a party that you're not getting sued into bankruptcy right now. Somebody says, what do you accomplish by having a lot of thoughts on something but refusing to say what they are here? Because from the outside looking in, IDEM's at a generational fumble here.
Yes,
I think
sir.
talking about the downfall without addressing the massive hate campaign that preceded the Content Cop is disingenuous. Content Cop was a reaction to the harassment stoked by Ethan. It didn't exist within a vacuum.
Shut the
Dude,
fuck
how do you
up.
exist in this like
What are you
altered version of
talking about?
reality? Must be so exhausting to constantly put up this weird made-up projection of events. The Content Cop was so gracious, I don't even know why anyone would take offense to it. So silly when people pretend it was offensive. Yes, yes, it was the most empathetic thing ever. Holy guacamole, bro. Right, moving on to Caseytron. Basically, she responded to Anissa's post, the dehumanization that happens towards you as a woman in content creation is unreal. Men we work alongside are cheering whatever this is, affiliated with grapists, making jokes about
Affiliated
children drowning. Well, to be fair,
grapist?
I'm with you on that
Wow.
one. I don't like Destiny or NMP either. But God forbid I react to a video everyone reacted to. Yes, completely
NMP and Destiny catching shade. That's so funny.
ignore the legal context of it, violating copyright.
By the way, Casey, nobody hates you because you're a woman. They hate you because you're a miserable piece of shit. Hope that helps.
Maliciously stealing content. She smoked more than she spoke. Anissa supporting her queen, Casey Tron. It's insane. The witch burning is out of control. And it's so insane that it feels like it's somehow gotten worse. Like, I don't remember it being this bad in 2014.
How do you defend Casey Tron and think, yeah, I'm in the right? No, yeah, you know what? I was the one who was wronged. Yeah.
Maybe I just rose-colored glasses. We're like the elders of the streaming world now. Grouping yourself together with Casey Tron might be the top 10 stupidest things you've ever done.
It's right.
That a man
That's
versus
stupid
woman
as
issue.
fuck.
Where did this even come from? They try to make everything about like sex.
Jesus. Holy fuck. Man, rough. Rough. This is rough. Where'd it come from? Oh, it came from their own imagination, right? Because nobody can dislike them for the things that they're saying. No, it's just because they're racist, they're transphobic, they're homophobic, they're misogynist. It's one of those things.
Sexism or racism. You're just being an idiot and you're being called out for it. My God. You know, I'm actually shocked that Casey actually didn't use the word incel. This is like surprising. Holy shit.
Good for
Well,
her.
a certain someone is rallying the incel.
Oh, never mind. There you go. Killed that.
Incel troops behind him because it's all
We got
that he
there.
has left. So why not target women like you, me, Denims, Froggen, Taylor Lorenz, who have all been universally hated and borderline stalked
What did I say? W to Frogan for not saying shit this whole time.
by these incel freaks for years. I was wondering,
Good
like,
job,
oh my God, she actually
Froggen.
made one tweet, one statement without the word incel in it, and then she had to do it twice in one tweet just to restore the balance of the universe. Dude, my theory is actually correct. Like, some witch has put a curse on Casey Tron that if she doesn't say the word incel every 5 minutes, she will spontaneously combust and explode and die.
Yep.
Oh my God, I feel so bad for you, Casey Tron. Wow. By the way, each and every one of these people is hated for a different reason. So trying to boil down the whole issue to women is just so disingenuous. But who am I arguing with? Literally, Casey Tron, please. Witch burning and
Disingenuous arguments from the left? No, but they're so tolerant. They're so forgiving. They're so progressive. No, they would never.
it's just the literal consequences of your actions. Casey continues. This person says, can you post proof you're being harassed by Ethan? I know you incel.
Yep.
I'm very smart and like basic reading comprehension. Let me explain to you.
Bingo.
Right now, Ethan Klein is specifically targeting women like me and Issa Taylor, blah, 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 because we have universally hated by the extremely vocal, screeching incel demographic. Yo. He chose us as the main target of his real smear campaigns because he knew thousands of incel losers. Oh my God, dude. Would jump on board despite there being no actual logic behind him. Just out of their pure hatred of women. If this were really about copyright or not reacting hard enough, he would have sued Asmongold and XCC as well. Oh my.
I am offended that I wasn't name dropped. I am. I really am. It's a shame. I feel like I've worked very hard to get name dropped, and she didn't say my name, and that really upsets me. I don't know how I feel about that, guys. I feel a little bit hurt.
My God, he literally stated exactly why he sued you guys. It's
I need to do
completely
better,
different.
guys.
You
You're
maliciously
right.
chose to steal content. Did he go for Sean the Black as well? Yeah, so true. It's not like a
Don't you get tired of this shit? They're all stupid? Yeah, I know. It's great, isn't it? No, I'm never going to get tired of this shit, bro. I'm never going to get tired of shit because that's how they win. That's how they save face. That's how they have anything left. Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. Nah, I'm going to be fucking shitting on these motherfuckers forever, bro. With the truth. I'm going to be giving a proper recollection of events for forever.
vocally far leftist black man
The best
isn't also
shit
the
show on the
target of an incel
internet? Yep.
demographic. Great point, moron incel. She's an actual like satire character, bro. But it's a real person. It's a real actual person. As an avid pot smoker myself, you make a bad name for all of us, considering how outrageously stupid you are. May actually get
Man, you making us weed smokers look bad.
Mm.
Jesus, bro. That's like going to a KKK meeting. KKK meeting. Man, you making us racist look bad, Casey. You making us look bad. What is going on, man? What is going on?
give credit to the claims that weed kills brain cells. So no real reason or genuine criticism, just an incel crying about women existing online with an opinion that differs from theirs. Thank you for proving my point. Where are we at with the incel counter? Holy shit. If I had $1 every time Casey said the word incel, I'd be as rich as Hassan's dad. Anyway, It continues melting down. Jesus was the first communist, and the government crucified him for it. Conservative Christians don't want to wake that tea up. What? Okay, I'm not familiar with the religious text, but is this accurate? Nux responds, Exodus, you shall not
The
covet
fuck
your
is
neighbor's house
that?
or anything that belongs to your neighbor. Leviticus, each of you should return your own property into your own family. Ratio to her. And then she just tweets out, freaking incel. Can you imagine just her losing her mind in a room with her tall, strong boyfriend who's definitely not a Discord mod?
This is definitely not a Discord mod.
$5,000.
Didn't these two get married in a Walmart?
If you can do one
crazy.
They got married in a Walmart.
Moving on to Tectone versus Destiny. Now, if you
Streamer Tectone, an all-around great guy.
missed the previous video, there was the flash flood situation in Texas, which led to a bunch of people dying, including children. Now, streamer NMP and Destiny found this hilarious and started making jokes about it, doubling down. Meanwhile, people were actively looking for the bodies and missing people. We ended the video with Destiny saying this: maybe the kids weren't fit for camping near a river if they couldn't swim. Destiny thinks he's being funny and edgy, but in reality, he's just revealing why his son hates him and his wife left him. I don't know what's wrong with these people, why they feel the need to antagonize people who are suffering. Anyways, then he started beefing with Tectone. Destiny calls out Tectone and takes shot at his dad's. Thinks that he's acting so hypocritical in his reaction to the Texas flood.
Hire someone that's applied to you. Like, you understand that you sound like every single soy like non-binary LGBT person. Like, why do people have to make homophobic jokes all day? And why do people have to joke about blah blah blah? And you're like, dude, it's just a joke. Get over it, dude.
It's crazy when a guy calls you soy when he's been caught in 4K sucking another man's dick. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That is not a word you get to use, man. That is not a word you get to use.
Why do you care so much? But now when it's about kids that aren't even, you're not even related to these people. What, like, I don't understand. What, were they future potential victims for your dad? Or, what do you, I don't understand what is the connection here? They are so personally fucking offended. Like, what the it's so stupid. Holy shit, grow the fuck up.
I still love the crash out, bro. It's so funny.
Or maintain a consistent position and don't make those jokes ever. Just say, we don't do edgy humor here, guys. Not, we do edgy humor for every single fucking group of people, except for the ones that I personally got upset about. Like, Christ, you guys will fucking talk about.
I still think he's so funny, man. I know you guys don't like him. I think he is so funny.
God's judgment and everything. And these motherfuckers were killed at like a Christian camp in Texas, all right? Listen.
I've never seen somebody be more offended claiming somebody else is offended in my life.
If God was going to command any kind of natural disaster to happen, seems like it would be right here. All right, Jesus.
Destiny actually needs serious mental help. Like, I don't know what's happening to him, but every clip I've been seeing is him having this unhinged crash out. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy when he shit talks Hassan. I enjoy when anyone shit talks Hassan, to be honest. But I found this situation pretty disgusting. The tragedy is literally actively happening, and this dude thinks it's funny to joke about. I don't know, it's just in poor taste, and I understand if it's something from a long while back, like 9/11 jokes or whatever. But I feel like there's more nuance to it. You know the old Professor Oak message, there's a time and a place for everything, but not now. I feel like this just shows you're willing to do anything to win internet points because you're so politically brain rotted. I think his justification is something like, oh,
brain rot.
Show my clap back. Come on. I know you haven't. Show my clap back. It was legendary.
The other side does it too, or somebody else made fun of this other kind of situation. I don't know about any of that. All I'm seeing right now is this person acting unhinged as a regular person looking from the outside.
Do you think maybe the reason why I'm a little bit more emotionally invested in these children is because I was trying to help find them the other day? Do you think the reason why Donut is so emotionally invested is because we were trying to go out and find them? Now, I would love for you to encourage, or feel free to find me a video of me during an active crisis where there are people's lives in danger, me making fun of dead children. Maybe wait a week. You know, maybe wait 2 weeks.
Future potential victims for your dad? Or, what do you, I don't understand what is the connection here? They are so personally fucking offended. Like, what the
I want you to listen to yourself say this and listen to me talk about this.
They are so personally fucking offended. The connection here. They are so personally fucking offended. The connection here. They are so personally fucking offended.
Which one of us sounds personally offended right now? Because it ain't me.
I mean, that was a solid comeback. Destiny was sounding completely unhinged there, emotional meltdown. And yeah, Tectone, Donut Operator.
Oh, bro, come on, my clapback was so good.
And Herrera, all those guys.
God, Donut is such a good-looking man.
We're literally out there helping people during the crisis is genuinely a really nice and thoughtful thing to do. And of course, they're going to be a little bit more attached because of this. But even as someone who is far away, I still have a little bit of basic empathy for, you know, dead children. That's something you're allowed to have empathy for. Then he talks about Destiny looking fatherless.
Let's go into the video. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. This one was a good one. This one was a good one, man. Though I will admit, did you know how many people said that I probably lied about helping the people in Guadalupe River because I didn't stream it? I know. Welcome to the age of content creators where people think that you are only good if you live stream your good deeds. Yeah. Next time you need help from a streamer, see how many show up if the camera's off. Yeah, let's find out how willing these streamers are to do good deeds when it's not live, when they're not getting follows, when they're not getting subs to do it, when they're not getting exposure to do it. Let's just see how many of them are going to show up, because I have a feeling it's going to be around fucking zero. What's crazy is you want to bring up my dad, but what's crazy is you look like a guy who doesn't even know his dad. And your son probably also wishes that he didn't know his dad. Because you want to talk about victims. Brother, I got thousands of victims in my chat where all of our eyes were sexually assaulted by your ass when we all saw you sucking a dick on Twitter. Brother, there's not enough bleach in the world to get me to forget about that fucking goatee going down on that sloppy toppy. Ain't nobody want to see that shit.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? Did anybody else also accidentally stumble upon that video? It just came out of nowhere. Like, I heard about it, and then I was like, I saw it, and I'm like, no! Trying my hardest to scroll as quickly as I fucking can. No? Okay. Great. Congratulations. You're safe. However, I will say, I have never seen Speed's dick. I never saw the I Show Meat clip. So I'm also safe from that.
I have not seen whatever the hell he's talking about here. I'm thanking the Lord I have not seen whatever he's talking about there. I'm assuming something involving...
Hey, what's up, guys? I found this beer left over from some campers, and I'm totally wasted.
Have you guys seen this vlogging Yeti
I
online?
don't want to see no fucking vlogging Yeti.
Destiny was leaked or whatever. But yeah, he really needs to chill out. He's starting to fall into the Hassan boat where you just automatically get discounted because you're so unhinged. And then it just turns off anyone from listening to any of your other points regarding any situation.
Yeah,
Exactly. Just say, we don't do edgy humor here, guys.
Okay, Destiny, I'll tell you what. You can call me a hypocrite. I, from this day forward, will never make fun of dead children as people are actively looking for them. And if I do, you can come back and you can call me a hypocrite. And then I will say, I am sorry, Destiny. You are the arbiter of truth. I am a hypocrite. And then my career will be over.
I think to boil down everything to edgy jokes is so disingenuous. Obviously, the timing and the context of the joke matters. And when Destiny tweets out this shit, it just shows how politically brain-rotted he is, that he's finding some justice.
Children are currently actively dying. Well, they were going to learn from ChatGPT, so they deserve to die. Oh, what a great joke. It's called shock humor. It's called shock humor, where you say the worst possible shit, right, of all time, and then you farm some lol W's. But it's like, bro, like this happened like 2 seconds ago. Like, are you really going to, like for example, Destiny, I want you to imagine that your homie has their mother dying in their arms, and now you say, well, she was an ugly bitch anyways. And he's like, what the fuck, dude? Dude, it's a joke. It's a joke, dude. Oh, I can't tell jokes. Bro, like, wait a little bit, right? You seem psychotic if you don't get that premise. Anyways.
Justification to say
it was a bad joke, right?
Right.
And unfortunately, streamers can't be considered compelling and entertaining by saying this edgy humor anymore like they used to, right? Because, like, there's a lot more streamers with balls. So now you have to say the shit that others aren't willing to say and be funny. You can't just be one or the other, right? You actually have to have talent in 2025.
The most unhinged shit. You know, I'm not trying to police humor here. I'm a fan of edgy jokes, you know, dark humor, whatever. But it's a little different when you're doing it actively as the situation is happening. I feel like most people just look at this and go like, oh, well, you know, he's joking about dead children. I don't really like this guy. Moving on. Anyways, as responded.
But I don't know why people keep trying to bring up his dad as if like it's his fault that his dad did something. Yeah, I don't understand it at all. People live for this type of drama. Yeah, I do think this shit's funny. It is very fucking funny.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Pac-Man gets a lot of shit because of his dad. I really don't think you should be criticized with the actions of someone else that was out of your control, of course. Now, sometimes that type of criticism is justified based on, again, the context of the situation. But I get it. It's a quick jab. It's easy to make. Now, click this video or Anissa.
LOL, dad bad. LOL, dad bad. Okay, just wait till you find out what my grandfather and my brother did. Yep, it's even worse. Great video, Pegasus. As always, like, comment, subscribe. It's linked at the top of my description. I love you, bro. Great video. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace, boys.
That kind of leads into my point, though. I wouldn't advocate for anybody that's younger to get married and, like, push that narrative. Because I don't think, I think here's the thing that I lean on a lot. I know for a fact that most of us that grow up in some type of ethnic background, your parents don't see you as grown. So what I hate is the narrative of 18 to 23, your parents still see you as a child. but the dating pool still tries to make it seem like they don't see you as a child. The only 18 to 23-year-old that you don't see as a child is the one you birthed. But
Are you
then
gonna marry the dating pool, or are you gonna marry your parents?
There's nothing wrong with getting married young. We just gotta be wiser when we're young. Why are we waiting to damn 22 to start dating anyway? When you leave the house, so most people leave the house at 18, you should start dating then. You should start figuring out who the hell it is that you're trying to be with, what type of husband you trying to get with before you start sleeping with men. That's what Lady O was saying. We quick to have sex with men, but we not trying to sit here and figure out who's husband, who's leader, this stuff that y'all talking about. Who's the leader? Why I'm gonna submit to this leader. Like, I guess Laisha, y'all saying that she's stay at home mom and all that stuff. Picking a man that could provide and all the stuff that y'all looking for. We should be striving and looking for that at an early age. We're not doing that.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Sam, humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction.
We're going to school. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But
Start
we're going to
putting
school. We
my work
partying,
clothes on.
doing drugs.
I'm right here
smoking,
with y'all, man. I'm
having
still
sex,
right here.
orgies, all this type of stuff that women, I'm not saying y'all did that, but women today are doing that. They're doing all of that. So when you move out the house and you're striving, right? You're by yourself. You're an adult now, right? At 18, then that's what you should be looking for. So by the time you are 21, then you can get married because you should be wiser. I got married at a young age. I don't have that story that Naomi has or whoever else got divorced and they got married young. I don't have that story. That's not me. So I became wiser.
My name's Katira. My name's Katira. You can say my name.
About you. I don't know. I never met you. I don't know your relationship. I said Naomi, first of all. So get out your feelings. Second, you have to make sure that you are.
You spoke in an example because I was the one that was married at 22. So that's why I said just be respectable and just say my. Yes, you did. But continue.
I don't even know you. I've never even been on a panel with you. So get out your feelings. Like I said, I don't know nothing about you. When have you seen me on here lately? Like, were you serious?
Continue.
No, I don't need to continue. Let's continue just having this conversation since you want to go there.
Yes, because you brought up 20. I was the only one that said that I was married at 22. So you literally talking about my situation.
I got with my husband at 22.
So we're not doing that.
I got with my husband at 22.
All right, ladies.
Like I said.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Now, you can get wiser at a young age and you can find you a husband at a young age. We just need to get our head out the gutter. Now, I understand that women today are not doing that. They're choosing to, get married later and have kids later, but that's a destruction. Because like Lady O said, all people are doing is having sex and having babies by multiple baby daddies, or even if it's just one. Y'all not looking for husbands. I feel like this whole conversation has been very selfish. It's been about me, and what I want to do. When it's supposed to be together, I don't see nobody trying to grow with no man. This whole conversation. I just hear this man has to be established. Not saying you can't get with a man that's established if he finds you and you are ready. Sure, get with him and then y'all good. But if he's not ready, then why we can't grow with men, and then eventually all this lifestyle that you're looking for, you will have at an early age. You're not going to be 45. Oh, I'm finally able to go to Dubai and go to fucking Africa. You could do that at 22, 25. Because y'all not ready to grow with men.
And you're married as well.
Yeah.
You're married too?
Yeah. I'm married and I got 5 kids. I just had one. Matter of fact, I'm on my maternity leave. I don't work. Like, I just had a child.
Wow.
My child is 4 weeks old, literally. That's
my
a long
goodness.
ass break. But anyway, I'm out here. I don't work or whatever. I don't do none of that. I'm on here and I'm speaking, but I'm just saying, besides myself, I think that women should start young, not later. And you just have to be wise.
Will
like
you stop sniffling on the mic, bro?
Oh shit, my bad. I thought my shit was muted.
To Bo's point, I just think that we have to be wiser. That's it. I don't think that people that are immature and don't understand what marriage is should get married. I agree to that, Bo, to your point. That is very true. But I do think we just need to start younger when it comes to relationships as far as understanding what it is. That's all I'm saying. We need to change up the game. We're not doing that. Instead, we're just saying get married later, and then we just dumb as hell by the time we're 30. Ain't nobody trying to start having no kids at 30. I said I want to stop having kids at 30, not start having them at 30. That's too old. I'm just saying, that's to me. Now, I'm not talking about medical, some things happen where you can't have a child. I ain't talking about that smart person. I'm just talking, if you are able and you are fertile as hell, don't wait. Because we all have a life too. You want to be there for your child too, right? I don't want to be an old ass parent. Start early, grow with your husband. That's a beautiful thing.
But when we start having those type of conversations, right, the problem comes in is where when we're talking about usually like the men that are good men, a lot of them were like really shitty and assholes when they were the same age as us. And a lot of us don't want to marry a shitty person and then let him grow in the marriage. I'm not gonna lie to you, like emotionally, right? Because I tell people all the time, yeah, like I did get married super young. Well, like I met my husband super young and we stayed together until we got married, right? And the problem is like he was terrible at 18. He was. So the thing is like, what woman are you like saying is going to get married at 22 when the men are still in the strip clubs and the nightclubs and all the places that you say are not conducive for anybody to be able to build a relationship? And then here comes Darwin finna say the younger women need to marry the older men.
Well, I'm gonna say, why would you marry an 18-year-old who's not ready? Like, I'm not saying you gotta marry a 40-year-old
Because they want to groom them.
No. I'm saying, why would you? That example that you gave, like, right? I told you at 22, for me, I was wise at that time, right?
Well, no, when we got married was us older.
22 is still young. I'm just 18 is just when you move out the fucking house. You're an adult, right? But I'm saying, why would I, if you choose the wise path, right? You know relationships, you understand it, you're observant to the world, you see failure out there, you see baby mamas and daddies and they can't get it together.
Right.
Why would you choose a man who was still at the club? That's not for you.
Exactly.
So if you have to go a little older, for me, for example, at one
Just because
point,
he's 18 don't mean he's just sitting up in the club waiting around to find some love. Like, what the fuck is she talking about?
But I did not be with them. I did not stay with them, right? So luckily for me, my husband is only 2 years older than me. He was wise as hell at his age. Like, he was like 35, right? Mindset. I just got lucky with that. I wasn't trying to go 20 damn years to get a man that has it together. You just have to don't give up and be,
I think we're giving the women too much credit at the age of 20, 22, as if there was a disparity of maturity, as if the women that were 20 and 22 wasn't trying to go on hot girl summers and just as reckless as the 20-year-old go. If anything, even more sexually reckless, given the disparity in options between a young 22-year-old baddie at the top of her prime versus a 22-year-old useless guy that's working at Walmart pushing carts. Like, what are we talking about?
Exactly.
So yeah, obviously you have to level up the range, the age bracket, or increase the age. If you are 22 and you call yourself submissive and you want to start a family young, then yeah, you don't have to bottleneck yourself into an age bracket.
But I wouldn't advocate for that. That kind of leads into my point, though. I wouldn't advocate for anybody that's younger to get married and like push that narrative, because I don't think I think here's the thing that I lean on a lot. I know for a fact that most of us that grow up in some type of ethnic background, your parents don't see you.
I can't find my work
so
headphones.
what I hate is the narrative of 18 to 23, your parents still see you as a child, but the dating pool still tries to make it seem like they don't see you as a child. The only 18 to 23-year-old that you don't see as a child is the one you birthed. But
are you going to marry the dating pool, or are you going to marry your parents?
Right. I mean, what is she talking about?
I used to not have time for cases like these. Luckily, GoDaddy Arrow uses AI to build websites
Like,
that manage
really, what is she
appointments from
talking
different
about?
places online, so I don't have to do.
Why in the hell would you bottle your neck to the standards of your parents that's not vetting you to wife you or husband you, and there's a man that's eligible that's trying to get to know you and vet you? Wouldn't you align yourself to what he sees, his vision, how to market.
You don't think that's strange? You don't think that it's strange that, like, so everybody up here pretty much has kids. You would look at your child that's 18, 19, or 20 and see them as a child, but then you'll go out into the world and try and pursue. That would be weird. If you think that an 18-year-old is a child, any 18-year-old should be a child.
I think we got to go back first. I don't see an 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-old as a child. We're talking about a human being that can go in the military and become a trained killer.
I think that's a poor decision too.
Well, see, now that's a whole nother different live. But to answer your question, I do not see these are grown-ass adults that can go and get locked up and do a life in prison. You're telling me that they can go and serve in the military and lose their life, but they can't properly plan how to be a father and a husband?
Yes, because we see it all the time. Couples in the military don't get married because they're good people. Because I'm saying young ones, because they're good, because they believe in good marriage and Christian marriage. No, we see the 18 to 23-year-old crowd in the military getting money because it gets them some extra money on their check. Because they don't. That's not how they're thinking. Because they're not even mature enough to get there yet.
Are very, very extreme and inaccurate. The whole bottom line is before we try to move the goalposts, can we at least understand that an 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old is a grown adult?
Not mentally. What do we say? You want to be body-wise? Okay, cool. But mentally, hell no.
Well, she is telling the truth. She is telling the truth
because that's not still on the phone with their mama, getting their mama to help plan their doctor's appointments. No, what 20-year-old? What? These are still kids.
My 19-year-old has a job.
Naomi, hold on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because she posed another
I
question in there, and it's
I ain't
all
really
y'all
dating no
going.
bitches. It's not
been very patient.
It's not
So can we go ahead and get
23 at
Sierra in?
least. 23 is the earliest I'm touching it.
Welcome back. I'm sure we got ourselves another video. We got ourselves a Not the Shop podcast video. He is talking to some outlandish young women. If you listen to these young girls, you're gonna be wondering, who's your mama? Because I know there's no daddy.
Bettina.
Yes, sir, big dad.
Now I know women are getting tired of people saying women or men who are crazy or doing stuff that nobody expect to be correct or raised by single mothers. I could stop doing that. The only problem is they are raised by single mothers. Triggered. You gotta stop fighting the stats. The
Yeah,
stats is what
that's
you're fighting, not me. I'm just a messenger. So you watch this video, they're gonna talk
that whole
about
situation is
cheating
just
and,
stupid.
like, guys pretending to be other people, so technically lying. When you see what this heifer with the glasses who look like Velma, when you hear what she says, hey, it's not even her. Listen to her friend with the raptor claws. If you listen to her friend in Velma, you're gonna lose so much hope. So much hope for the black community is just lost. In this video, it's a great example. Just listen to him.
Hit the cash app and I might.
We got some cash apps. Joseph, just letting you know, I already ordered your sign. It's a 49ers sign, everybody. 49ers. It's gonna be back there. It's gonna be back there somewhere. I'm just letting y'all know. Appreciate it, Joseph. $100. If y'all spin
Oh yeah. I'm stealing this idea from him, from Shaq. We are doing donations, man. I have a donation button down in the thing, man. It's in my Cash App. If y'all do a donation, you're gonna get a shout out. If you donate over 100, you get to put something cool as fuck on this wall up here. I got enough room for about 8 or 9 pictures up there, right? That's what we gonna do. I also have room right here, as well as this wall right here. You donate over 100, you're getting a picture on the wall. You donate anything else, you're getting a stupid crazy shout out, and you're also gonna get I'm gonna get a whiteboard soon. We're gonna put you on the whiteboard, and you're gonna get part of the credits at the end of the show. It is a permanent credits for the end of the show. Just putting it out there, man. We doing cool shit around here, man. We trying to make sure everybody
like
gets
Joseph, I
feel
will put
good.
a sign back there that you want, because I still got more room. I'm gonna start putting stuff back there. So
Subs, no matter which way they go,
small signs,
you're getting
like
you're
really
getting your
small
name on the
signs.
board.
It's gonna be really hard to see, but
You're
that's
getting
not gonna
part of
be
the credits.
$5 for the shout out. I support you more than. Thank you, Joseph. I'm putting that sign back there. I'm a Dolphins fan. I had a hard life, but I'm a Dolphins fan, and I still put 49ers back there. I'll even put Dallas. Yeah, I said it. That's only if someone paid me.
I will not put the 49ers
For that
or Dallas Cowboys on my wall. I refuse. If you want me to put the 49ers or the Cowboys on my wall anywhere, you got to send me $1,000. Send me $1,000, I'll put it on the wall. Hey, appreciate that. Hey, man, we're going to get that whiteboard going, man. We're going to have you up in here forever. You're going to be forever immortalized in the Ziggy Pantheon. Let's see if we can do this, do my light show like I used to. Well, let me do it still because I got some new equipment in here now. It didn't let me do it last time I was trying to do it. Bang, bang. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Good look on the sub, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You my number 2 sub ever. Welcome to the gang. Gang, gang. The gang, gang. The gang, gang. Hey, appreciate that, man. I don't care what kind of sub it is. Prime sub, regular sub, man. Subway sub, Quiznos. Run it. We're going to make something happen. We're going to make something fire out of it. I'm not one of those weird streamers that actually needs the money. So every dollar that I actually get will be going towards something cool as fuck. If it's not going towards equipment, it's going towards content. And if it's not going towards content, it's going to be going towards something cool. So y'all know that y'all recognize, man. I'm going to make sure y'all straight. You know what I mean? I ain't going to lie to you. I am saving up to get a RE320 microphone. And after that, I swear I'm not buying any more equipment for a while. But good luck, bro. Good luck, bro. I'm a Raiders guy. Sadly, I'm in the same boat as him, man. I've been watching a lot of losing for a long time, but there's certain things I just do not go for. I don't like the Cowboys and I don't like the 49ers. Just me. Just me. But everybody else, man, hey, man, run it. I love football, so it don't matter to me. Like if you know somebody dumb enough to spend $1,000 on a streamer, I'll go put a Cowboys thing up over my door, right up over here. I'll put a Cowboys sign up over there, but they got to spend $1,000 because I ain't putting that shit in my house. I don't want nobody thinking I'm associated with them. All right, this is a 25-minute video. We're already 3 minutes in. This is my last video before I get up out of here, man. I got to go get this monies. The 9 to 5 has texted me 3 times. I've been texted 3 times about my job already. So I got to get up out of here. They're not saying I'm late or anything. They just texting me, letting me know what's going on. Giving me a heads up before I get up in there, which is cool. The one thing I don't like about W, all of this, look at all that build up at the bottom. Got to keep shaking this shit up. They found somebody that was able to rock with them. Yeah. Yeah. Cowboys have been bad. They've been pretty bad. But they have not been as bad as the Raiders. And I'm a diehard Raider fan, so die hard. There's only one team in the entire NFL that's worse than the Raiders per capita, and that's the Browns. No. Now, I have seen that happen recently, and it was because both families were extremely religious. And this was their first kid, both of them. Now, how many times do you see people over 25 with they having their first kid? You know, and then they have both parents, and they're in both people's life, and both parents' life have both parents. That's extremely rare occurrence. And then on top of that, you add the modifier of religious, which is very uncommon too. So, I mean, there's a lot of uncommon modifiers there in that one situation. But, I mean, it happens, but it's very, very rare. Very, very rare. For the record, any other team besides the 49ers or the Cowboys, the regular $100, and I'll put the picture up. I don't care. It's just those. I'm discouraging it. And the Yankees, $1,000. $1,000. I think, and don't get me wrong, man, I'm one of those kind of people that believe that the old school football GMs and the way that they run stuff was the best way to do it. But Jerry Jones needs to step down as GM, just be the owner, buy somebody, contract somebody to be your GM to get this shit together. Because whenever the Cowboys are good, the NFL is good. The Cowboys have been muddling around that 8 wins per season, 9 wins per season, which is never playoff good enough. So they got to figure that shit out. And the only way to do it is to put the hands of the personnel into somebody else's hands besides Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones does not know football anymore. He knows football, but he doesn't know how to create a good team anymore. He doesn't understand that shit. I mean, think about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am not racist when it comes down to quarterbacks or anything like that. I'm not picky. I believe a good white quarterback and a good black quarterback are on the exact same level. If you're good, you're good. But the fact that it took him all the way to 2015 to even have a black quarterback being in the system at all is crazy. The fact that he doesn't pay running backs in a running back heavy market, crazy. The reason why he doesn't have 2 number 1 wide receivers where everybody else has an A and B, 1A and 1B wide receiver, crazy. The fact that he doesn't pay any of his safeties or cornerbacks, crazy. He's building teams on the idea of the 70s and 80s of how you build teams, which was quarterback, young, cheap running back, and expensive O-line. You can get away with getting the cheap, young O-line, pay your running back, pay your quarterback, and get 2 top 20 wide receivers, 2 outside of 20 receivers. and you will win. The biggest issue that they have is they don't pay anybody that's in their secondary defense. They don't pay wide receivers, and they don't pay running backs. And those are the biggest ticket markets that you need to go dig into hard, because those are the most talent-rich skill positions there are. Yeah, pay your quarterback. But how many great quarterbacks do you get out of every 5 years? 5. Pay your quarterback. Pay your running back. Pay your D-line, because D-line is extremely underrated nowadays. If you have a good D-line, then you're going to win a lot, but you have to pay a safety. You have to pay at least a cornerback. You have to pay at least one wide receiver. You have to. Yeah. The fact that he had Tony Romo up there for, 12 years? No. And don't get me wrong. In the era that Tony Romo came out, Tony Romo was very good. He was Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning-esque. You can live with that. That's a serviceable quarterback. But the fact that you just didn't build anything around him. When you had Tony Romo playing the 8 and 8 years, he had no running back. He had one wide receiver and a tight end. He had good linebackers and one defensive end. He had no safeties. He had no cornerbacks. His offensive line was top 10 of all times. It's just they never broke it down and actually got to the root of the issues, which is paying for your fucking running back. Pay your running back. Pay your safeties. Get good quality safeties so you can have an anchor on your defense. They kept getting killed by deep balls in the playoffs every game. Every time they got to the playoffs, they get killed by deep balls because you don't have a safety. You want to know how Indianapolis got to the damn Super Bowl? They had a Hall of Fame safety. They had a Hall of Fame running back. They had a Hall of Fame quarterback. And Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Fame wide receiver. What else did they have? Dwight Freeney, Hall of Famer defensive end. That was it. They didn't win it, but shit. The fact that they even got to it multiple times with that build lets you know that it's easy if you just do the build. We'll do football talk. Football talk tomorrow, for sure. Sundays are football talk. Or sports talk. Let's get through this video so I can get ready to get up out of here, man. No rush, but it's all love. Yeah. Homo Romo. I like Romo, man. Romo was good. It's just, he was the Rex Grossman of Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Yeah. Yeah, they got to actually pay some people. I think what's gonna fuck up the Cowboys, man, is what's gonna fuck up the Cowboys in the long run is that they're at a point now where they're teetering on being into the luxury tax, which means he's gonna have to start coming out of pocket for the yearly stipend, whatever thing, when you go over the salary cap. But you going over the salary cap with absolutely no superstars on the team. You're overpaying role players. That's what the biggest issue the Cowboys are going to be dealing with. They're going to have to revamp all kind of people's contracts, get rid of a lot of people just because they overpaid them at the beginning for decent play. And that's what they're going to end up running into. The Raiders just literally ran into that issue a couple years ago too. I mean, minus the fact that we have 5 first-round picks that we had go to jail or be released completely. I mean, that just kills a franchise too, but yeah. Exactly. That's the biggest issue with Romo is he broke his back like 3 times. 2 rotator cuff surgeries, a Tommy John surgery or something like that. And then he had what was it? I think he had an ACL or something like that too in a 12-year span. and it still was muddling around 8 to 8, shit like that. I mean, there's so much that they could have done to help him out, but they just didn't. And then that's when inevitably he fell apart. But Dak is gonna go through the same thing. I mean, he just had an ACL, he just had a Achilles, he had a leg break. I think he has a rotator situation right now too, because he had a little nasty hitch when he came back from his leg, where his throwing motion just looked wrong. And this is coming from a guy that I played college middle linebacker, and when you see stuff like that, you take advantage of it. I'd see stuff like that on tape, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, people are going to take advantage of that. He has a kink in his arm when he throws in his throwing motion, and I don't know if he still has it or not, but last year it was very evident. He was doing a lot of extra stuff, manipulating, trying to make his body work right to get the ball where he wanted it to get, and that doesn't work out very well in a long season. And it just Dak, he's bad decisions, but he has very good intuition. Mm. Mm. Every moment, it's all in you. Mm-hmm. All the time. Something wrong with the pussy. Mm-hmm. Right. I didn't even look up to see it was him. Oh shit, video. Hold on. Video froze. Huh? That's ugly.
Or I kind of feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I think the nigga I was fucking with was waiting for me to fall in love with him, so I could be like, oh well, I love him, I'm just gonna deal with all this stuff because I love him and I'm gonna stay. Cause I'm like, oh, why you ain't just tell me none of this shit in the beginning? He like, cause you would have never fucked with me like that. So if all you wanted was for me to fuck with you like that, like we still could have fucked around, it just wouldn't have been like that. Like, and that's what I'm saying.
That's just gross. You said that with confidence too. This is a dirty girl. She just said that she would have just sleeping with a guy just to sleep with him, but then y'all wouldn't have been like that. What else is it? What do you think men want from you, my dear? Velma, tell me, what do you think men want? That's what they want. They wanted the gushy stuff. That was wild.
Brother,
I would still slept with you, you know.
What's that?
I wouldn't F with you like that. Well, you think we
What's
business
that, brother?
partners or something? Nah, you open your legs. That's all he thought. But you know, my fault. Maybe that's not all he thought. Maybe he was different. Maybe he was.
Said it's narcissism when a guy does that because
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
manipulated me into
Shawty.
thinking you was something else so that I could f with you. That's narcissism.
That's what you
don't even know.
do.
Give me a sec. Let's just go ahead and.
That's not narcissism either, but
excessive
that's what
interest
women are
in or
doing.
Admiration of oneself and one's physical appearance. Ma'am, what you just said sound dumb. That was not narcissism. Cake Face, I don't need you to explain to me. I'm going to really need you to explain to me right now, Cake Face. Do you believe that him lying to you so he can actually sleep with you or potentially be with you is narcissism? Are you saying because he did something to achieve a goal that he wanted is narcissism? So that goes back to what I said a little while ago. You just said almost everybody is a narcissist. Anybody who will lie to a job so they can get the job, even though they won't do the thing that they're supposed to do in the job, once they get the job, is a narcissist.
Is a
lady
narcissist,
who
yeah.
will say that she cooks and cleans and do all these things and she works out, but as soon as she get with the guy, she stopped working out and she don't really like to cook and
She's a
clean that
narcissist.
much. She only want to do it like once a week.
I want to
she's
do
a
it just so I can get
You
my
just
man.
see
Yeah,
so many
narcissist.
people in this world as narcissists, even though narcissism is a very small thing. Like the percentage is very low. You just throw it around, right? TikTok. That's TikTok.
Well, yeah, we kind of live in our own delusion sometimes because we be wanting you to just do what the fuck we tell y'all to do. Why is it so hard? Just do what tell you to do. Just
Because
be
you
cool.
might not be who I want to
Let
do
me
this shit
be.
for.
Let me
Like,
do what I want to do, but you don't do nothing.
That's insane. Like, just go
niggas
ahead,
really
tell
do
me
be
how
like
it
that,
is
though.
flat out so I could decide how I want to with you. I might not saying we can't fuck around at all. It just can't be
but-
how you want it to be.
Yeah, but see, sometimes y'all don't understand y'all place when it comes to the roster. Sometimes y'all got a bomb, and we already got a bitch on the team
My
with a bomb.
place not at the top.
Now we like, damn, I got two that's got a bomb. I don't know which one I want. Goddamn juggler, I don't know which one I want to keep.
Right.
There should be
And so we just play the game and hope y'all don't figure it out.
competition, and that's unfortunate.
But get
What you mean it's unfortunate?
Slut.
See, yeah, that's not
females
how.
are too good for
Adcreative.ai. Why do they keep? This is like showing my rapist over and over again. These guys just scammed me last week. Why do y'all keep showing me that commercial?
Not playing my own game, but okay, you said
Like, I don't
y'all
understand
just
why
play
y'all
the
keep
game,
showing me
hope
the
y'all
commercial.
Figure it out. What if I already figured it out and I'm okay? I peep what you want. Let me go over here and do me.
We
Now
don't
you
like
mad that I'm doing me? Why?
Well, when you get my age, you can. Well, I can't say that, man. I guess it's for certain people.
Why you mad that I'm doing me? Don't be mad that you see me out on no date. Don't be mad at
hate when you do them how they do you though.
So like
don't go through my phone.
That's everybody. What's wrong with y'all? Stop saying that. Never mind, I only want to use an example. They just keep saying something and prescribing it on men. Men hate it when you treat them like they treat you. Women hate it when you treat them like they treat you.
He ain't lying. I'm so like this, right? Because I can't say that we don't because I know I don't give a fuck. But if I see it now with another nigga, I'm gonna feel some type of way. I ain't gonna say shit. But
Why
internally,
you feel some type of way though?
Men are territory. You just want him to explain the nature of men, my dear. Velma, just understand that's the nature of men. That I claimed it.
Right.
I slept with it. I tamed it. I claimed it. So now you're talking to somebody else. I'm like, it's mine. It's the reason why a guy can have like 7 girlfriends that like them all, like the same.
Because that's my.
He said that's my ball.
This is
Fuck
not
you
a
doing?
toy,
No, but what I'm saying.
That's
what
my
I'm
ball.
saying, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna make a scene. I'm not gonna even say nothing to you about it.
That's
It's
how.
just internally. Internally, naturally.
That's
because
my ball.
men
The fuck you mean?
We are
territory.
I won't say
Territorial.
controlling, but we possessive. We like to
You can
keep
use that.
our shit to us, and this is why we like women that don't nobody know. It's why we like women with no followers. It's why we like women that don't shake their.
The motherfucker I was telling you about that I known since 2015, because of course I came home from school and it was just like I just came home randomly. I never got a chance to be an adult in Chicago. A couple years down the line, he like, I don't like that people know you. I don't like that a motherfucker pulled up on me like, damn, you know this college, she decent as hell, you know her.
Yeah, we
Right.
don't like that, man. We like to keep our little thing. We like to put your ass in a closet and hide.
For instance, when I went to college, I went to an all white, like predominantly white college. I went to Ball State University in the middle of damn Indiana. If anybody knows anything about Ball State University, as a black dude, it's only a 12% black population. We knew everybody. Coming from a school, the out here in Atlanta where I went to school at, we had a graduating class of about 800 people. The entire black populace at college was 1,200. So it was no problem for me to know who the fuck was who. There was this one chick that everybody dug out. She would, look, if she thought she was pledging to a fraternity, she was in your face and you would get that work. Now, I've been out of college for about 10 years now. Just a couple years ago, this chick that used to be in everybody's face getting tossed around every which way. Every frat done dug her out. every potential frat member dug her out. She's married to one of the guys that was actually in a frat the whole time, that was already pledged before she came in. She was a freshman with me. But she married a dude that was like probably 2 or 3 years older than us in the frat. He's an alpha, whatever. To this day, niggas are still kind of clowning him in the background. I ain't even gonna flex you, man. I got a homeboy, my boy. We call every once in a blue moon. He's retired, man, a retired businessman. And we hop on the phone every blue moon and talk and shoot the shit. Remember this person, man? Remember you used to sleep on your couch? Remember you sold weed? La da 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 da. We still bring up the fact that this nigga done married and had kids with this bitch that everybody done dug out. Now, beautiful enough, you know, family, kids, and all that shit like that. That's beautiful. But if they didn't move out of Indiana, I guarantee you, every grocery store that nigga went to, every restaurant, every club, every outing, anything that they would do together, somebody would be like, I know you. And it's not even on no OF shit. Now imagine if it's an OF chick. Come on. Come on. It's ridiculous at this point. Like, you don't have to. You
don't like that.
No, that because it sounds like you was sleeping around with other people. That's what it sounds like. I'm gonna be honest with you. Men can easily just be assuming.
We know.
That assumption, it don't just be wrong. If a bunch of guys know this lady, she ain't no virgin. She been doing something. That's still not fully accurate. I just made another assumption. I think it's just normal. Men in the comment section, you tell me.
You just
am I
know.
wrong?
No.
I think that's what's happening. It's
He ain't wrong.
Too many guys know you. If you've been doing some things, if you've been a nasty girl, been a freaky nasty girl. I'll be honest with you,
Freaky
a lot of times it'd be
nasty
right.
girl. Yes.
But you know, like I say,
Yes. It's not lame.
even so, like
That's
this, right?
protection.
It's so crazy that
Like,
we could be.
that's
messing
man
with female that
intuition.
has a boyfriend.
That's man intuition. The same way women got women intuition when it comes down to, you know, possible men having other women on the side. Men's intuition is, oh, I can smell that you was a whore before. You did a whole lot. Let me break it down real quick. What exactly kind of person were you before I met you? And then next thing you know, it just sounds like you did a whole bunch of whole activities. Whole activities, the whole 9 yards.
With her for a nice little minute, but as soon as we see them out together, like
It's a
seeing them together, we gonna be like, this nigga. Why she with him? We ain't gonna say that, but
Yeah, this
niggas be thinking,
nigga done bust
they
her
ain't gonna
down.
tell
You done
me
bust
they
my
don't.
girl
They
down.
looking like, that's
You done bust my girl down for
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
At least you got some leverage.
No, because some niggas don't know how to act. Some niggas be tweaking. They'll go overboard, make a scene, to even get on top of you and all this shit. I don't do that shit. But I am being real enough to know and to say that if I saw somebody I'm with her boyfriend, I'm feel some type of way. I ain't gonna be angry. I ain't gonna be jealous. I ain't gonna be none of that. It's just a feeling. I can't explain what the feeling is, but it's a feeling of, damn, I see it with my own eyes now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
It's possessive.
Even if you were play about this shit.
It was what you said.
I'm like, man, this shit ain't nothing. I remember one time I saw it happens to me, and I felt some type of way about this shit. I started buying everybody drinks in there so I could be seen. I started buying everybody drinks in the bar. Get them too. Hey, I'm acting like I don't know her. Hey, y'all want some drinks? She looking at me like, you. Why you coming here with this nigga?
I probably would have left.
No. I didn't make them the center of attention.
You did it, but if I'm somewhere with another nigga and one of my other niggas just buying drinks for everybody, no.
Yeah, but
he probably gonna think you cool and let's get the.
Yeah, the whole inflation is ridiculous at this point.
Right?
It's at a point where it's not even worth.
Because she texts me.
It's not worth dealing with them. But for the sake of rotational purposes, you know, we men, you got to get that nut off, man. We men, you got to get that nut off. You got to deal with it a little bit, but like, honestly, I stay out of it as much as possible.
No, I wouldn't do that though. It's just that
I played a dark and mysterious role.
It's just
I
an
pop
ego
up and
thing.
shit
It's an ego thing. It's
at the
like,
end of the
you
bar
come here
by
with this
myself drinking an
motherfucker,
old
you know you
fashioned,
here, and you knew you was gonna
and the
see
bitches come to me.
bring him here for. Now I'm finna turn up the
I
big
can't do it how they used to do it no more.
Give me 3 bottles.
I wish I would feel like if you know I beat her and you came here with somebody.
Why
you
would you
playing
come
with
here
me?
with my with your nigga?
Yeah,
though,
because
at
I
my
met her
spot?
there.
At my spot.
Talk to him. Yeah, the dating game is done. The dating game is done now, man. Like you can't act like you just want to be a regular person out here dating anymore, man. You either got to be part of the shit or outside of the shit.
Unreal. So let's move right
And if you
along.
part of the shit, then you right there with
Do y'all
all the
think women
bullshit.
are better at cheating than men? And if so, why?
For sure.
And the fact that everybody has the ability to go be a complete slower is just.
All because we care a little more. We care about getting caught, and we might care about what our nigga think of us. So I feel like we'll go out our way to over.
Because once you're labeled a hoe as a woman, the label sticks. If you're a hoe as a man, it's up to interpretation. That's why. That's why. There's very little evidence of me being a whore if I'm just being a whore. But if you're being a whore, more than likely there's a kid involved.
But when you don't get no, you don't get no.
Girl, one of my homegirls, she lives with her nigga. She would drop her iPad off to me, and I would set it to her location. Would be set to my crib on the iPad, just in case her boyfriend just so happens to check her location. Oh, I'm spending the night with Alexis.
Yeah, I'm blessed that I was able to actually live with pre-internet dating and pre-social network dating. I'm blessed that I was able to experience it, man, and I'm blessed that, through the bulk of it, I actually was happily in a relationship. It just sucks that the red pill ideology and the red pilling of society itself and as a whole happened exactly at the time that I became a single man that just turned 30. I turned 30 3 months after I broke up with my 5-year fiance, right before COVID. Hit that. I became single at the wrong fucking time, but it gave me enough time to go through the red pill rage, understand the blue pill, understand the purple pill, understand the black pill, and the whole men going their own way movement. I was able to understand, break it down, and go through the gradation of bullshit that I had to live with through that in the comfort of my own home before everything opened back up and shit became what it is now. So I could, hey man, y'all stupid. It is what it is. I ain't mad at you for being stupid. I'm gonna take what I can out of what I can. Whole bullshit. Don't get me wrong, men are really guilty of it too, but this new age feminism. Yeah. If it wasn't for new age feminism, I would have a lot less bodies. I'm not gonna lie to you. Within the last, I'm 35, about to go on 36 now. Within the last 6 years, I've been a complete whore. I've tripled my body count ethically. I mean, this was in the guise of actually dating bitches, but like tripled with minimal effort. Because feminism makes them want to find a reason to show their superiority without telling you or without them putting their dick on the table. You know how many women I've had pop up on me when I came back from college, specifically before I met my ex-fiance, that were willing to just take me on a date, pay for it all, because they wanted me, and they figured, well, shit, men do it like this. Why can't I do it like this? Yeah, it's. I've had more bitches take me on dates to get into my pants than I probably have ever done in my life beforehand. Now, when I saw the roles being reversed and the equilibrium being shifted, that's when I changed up and was like, hey, man, you know what? I go take a bitch on a $100 date if I know I can bust at the end of the night. And that's what I've been going with. You know, hey,
Tonight, whole
if
time
you
he
gonna
at a
sell it, I'm gonna
hotel with
buy
a
it
sugar daddy or
if I
something,
want it.
but you know, women just be smarter. They
That's
think
just how I
we-
see it,
like,
but
don't
I don't
think
know.
we be
That's how I
smart,
see
I
it.
think
I ain't gonna lie to you. You
P-Break
saying
right
this
quick.
out
P-Break.
loud, my dear.
Still listening
Be
on
honest
record.
with you. Easiest thing. Any guy that gets with whoever just said that, well, I think that's the one with the long, crazy nails, not Velma. Anybody that gets with you, they're cheating on you. It's off rip. They don't even matter. You could be a nun. You could be like 2 steps away from being a nun. That's how great you are. After you just said what you said, shame. You are now cursed to have cheaters all through your life now. That was wild for you to even say that out loud.
It's just more particular. Like it's about who want to have it more.
You
Like
don't,
I
you
done
don't think
met
it
some.
got nothing to do with us?
No, I think that sometimes men don't get no. Like if you cheating and you cheating for a long time, you might be cheating for a reason. You just like it.
I think it appears that you go behind the camera.
I also feel like niggas cheat for different reasons. Like overall, niggas when they cheat, it be like, oh, they just trying to get their nut off. But when we cheat, when women cheat, it be more emotional. It be deeper than us just getting a nut off. I might actually like the nigga, or maybe I'm missing something.
You can't have sex as a woman without at least liking the man, or it will be considered rape. Am I wrong? Now, men, I can go bust down Fug Ugly back there, and it would be the exact same experience at the end of the night as busting down the woman of my dreams. I believe it, man. They just turned feral, and there's nothing wrong with that, but they just have taken it way, way too far. And now I don't need no man. Exactly. Now, every blue moon, you're going to find a chick that's actually like star scraping mad about you, and they will do whatever possible, everything wifely that they can do to be part of your world. And I love that. But if the whole facts come back and you was slurring around before I met you, then that kind of just throws all of it out the window anyways. You know? But yeah, man. I mean, hey.
My current relationship
Or
that
you
the
getting
other
paid.
nigga gives me.
You still,
Maybe
you missing something. 'Cause that nigga missing that check. So
But
you
no,
missing
I
something.
honestly think that men cheat better than women. I think y'all just it seems that way because men don't tell on y'all like y'all tell on us.
And
Right.
I'm a sloppy cheater. I'm not gonna lie. Anytime but you know what?
See, the thing is like, women take cheating as a factor of pride that they can go and get another nigga to go do exactly what you doing. Men take women cheating as, damn, that's a hit to my ego. He had something that I didn't have. So it's not an equal balance. But when men cheat, women take it as, oh, I missed out on something, I fucked up, or something's wrong with me. When men just out there just trying to get a nut. It's two different ideologies that's competing with each other on the same plane of existence.
But though, I have went out of my way to cheat it before. Like I definitely went out of my way. And okay, disclaimer before they eat me up in the comments. Yes, I cheated before. Everybody have. Whatever.
I'm pretty sure they already know that.
That's not true. That was
I'm
like
gonna
a
say
wild
not everybody
projection you
has.
did, my dear. For you to say
Nah.
everybody has, no, they
Nah.
don't. I think they say like 20%, 20% of people. Let's just be comfortable. I think they say 30% of guys and like 30% of women. Either that or lower. That cheats.
There you
So
go.
for you to say everyone cheats, that's not true at all. That was a wild justification, self-justification to make yourself feel better about being like a liar, or like a lying person. That's what it was.
Whore.
But this is why I was cheating, because he was just a mean ass nigga. And
All right, we
Oh,
got
now
5
she's
more
mad.
minutes left on this.
younger, so I
Oh, so now she blaming the
wanna
man.
sleep alone, and I don't know. I just wanted certain values that he had. That's why I kept him around. But he was so mean, so I was cheating.
Oh, shut up, woman.
And what I did was, like,
I didn't wanna sleep alone.
That life. What I did was, I knew he was crazy and he was gonna be.
Yeah,
ringing my
feminism
doorbell,
has
and I
definitely
knew
made
I
him
got
feral.
off work late. So my
They
thing
all
is,
trying to put their
before
dick on the
I'm sleeping,
table
I just
and
cut my phone
do whatever
off
they
so I
can and
just
have
sleep
as many
on work
niggas as they
production.
can. Women having rotations
I knew
never
he was
happened
also
before
gonna come around
feminism.
the back and see if my car was parked in the back. So I parked my car in the back and called
The fact that they want rotations and a lot of women fantasize getting trains ran on them lets you know that feminism was a terrible idea from the get-go.
knocked on your door and I went around and I seen your car parked in the back. That's how I knew you
Individualism and independence is two different things, or two subjects that have absolutely nothing to do with the horrification of the world.
I ultimately think that the reason why y'all appear to be better because men don't tell them like we don't like drama and shit. The side hoes, they gonna be at some point when they feelings get into it, they gonna start being liking it, like you say, liking pictures.
But too, I've been the cheatee. Like I've been the person that, like you know what I'm saying, a nigga cheating with me and his bitch done went through his phone or went through something and then found me and now she done putting us in the group message and I'm just like, this is so messy. So I'm seeing them argue in the group message and I'm just like, oh my God, how did I get her?
Have you ever went to a woman as a woman?
I
don't. No,
you know what? When I was dating a gigolo, I ain't gonna lie.
A gigolo.
Gigolo, what is that?
She was dating a gigolo.
That's how he finds his lifestyle.
That was so bad how she described that. A gigolo is a man who gets paid by women to sleep with them. That was a gigolo. I do not know why she said it like how she said it.
No, not if they fat and white and old. You're a gigolo.
Oh, so if they fat and white, you a gigolo?
And old. Like if they old,
he getting money
like
from
you not.
She might be retarded. Is this her only way of describing this word? Is male prostitution. That's all this is.
Right. What is she talking about?
This is not a pimp. They not bad. Where you sending them out to go get the bag. This is the.
They don't have to be bad bitches to be a pimp. They don't have to be bad bitches. Are they getting money or not for sexual acts in your service? If you're the one that's getting service from this situation and you're not a John, then you are in fact a pimp.
Who got her own bag, who works for the government, you just dropping a little off. She like, I'm gonna put these guns in your car in my name.
Oh, hey, if it's any one of y'all out there like
that is not a gigolo. That's not a gigolo.
Keep your situation.
That's not a
I
gigolo.
got a nigga that's tricking on me and you just like get rid of her. No, for you, what you doing? This nigga provide everything. Room, what she have? She got him a crib. She got him a fucking SRT.
Damn.
Right, like
SRT.
Fix this credit.
The base model. A base model charger.
I don't like being side nigga because I feel used. Like I hate when break up with they niggas and come
Am I tripping?
Me for 2-3 weeks until they get back together type shit. Like you back posting this nigga. Like, come on, man.
Like, I feel that.
Yeah, you know I was dropping Dino off in your now you back happy all of a sudden. You back with your nigga.
Punching guts. And I'm gonna get $100 for it every time. I'm fucking in there. That's not pimping.
Flopping and you have no idea why.
That ain't
I was
pimping.
300 subscribers for a
I'm
year,
punching
even though
guts.
I was posting every week, and I couldn't figure it out.
What you
I thought I
talking
was
about,
making good
weirdo?
content, but nothing was moving.
I hope my headphones are in the car.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit blew me before.
Blow the fuck out of me. Like y'all just super happy. Last week you were just gargling this. Now all of a sudden I love my family. God, it's always something with God. God done did something. Hey, y'all got some chasers back there for these drinks.
What you just said is actually funny. It just made me remember something that happened way back when I was like 19. I was messing with this nigga. Like we was like he damn near turned me out. He was so freaked out, and I think like he ghosted me for like 2 weeks. And I got on Instagram, found out he done became a ordained pastor. Done gave his life to the Lord. I said this can't be the same nigga that was just slapping me in the face with his 2 weeks ago.
What? Big screen. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This video was taking like a weird turn. But she just said that out loud. Maybe this is what they do. Maybe they into that. These two sisters know that if a guy gets
This is
with you,
insanity.
he can never be trusted. Just like y'all can't actually be trusted. But he
That
really
was
can't
insanity.
be trusted. The person who knows the information about you and still say,
Insanity.
yeah, inside the dotted line. No. They're definitely using you. Velma, you're definitely being used. Raptor Claus, you too. Velma just tried to find a way to spin this thing to make her a victim. Oh, he was mean to me, so I cheated. Staying together it's not like concrete unless you're religious.
Insane.
Well, if you're religious, you would know not to cheat as well.
Right.
These younger women are crazy. This is the main reason. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This is the main reason I don't trust anybody. It sounds bad, but I don't trust anybody who use the word cap. Yeah, let that sizzle. I know that because there's a lot of older people who say it too, but I'm letting y'all know, if you say the word cap to me, just know I don't trust you. You guys be like an actual country black folk. You better have an actual accent. You better say, child, please. Don't you ever say cap. Don't you ever say YN, YB, whatever these kids be saying. If you say any of it, you're not trusted. I believe you might do some wicked things. But you know, that's just
That's all I got for today, man. I ain't gonna flex y'all, man. I got a little bit more, but we're gonna keep that for the night shift. Tonight when I get off, because of the challenge I'm doing I'm doing my stream challenge. We're gonna be doing NBA 2K25 tonight when I get off. So the night shift is gonna be NBA 2K25 for the foreseeable future, unless I get bored of it, because I ain't gonna flex, man. That game is pissing me off because Golden State sucks ass. Bad. Scoring like damn near double every fucking game at Hall of Fame, and we're losing by 30 points. It sucks. But we're gonna stick with it. We're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep grinding. We're at level 76 right now on NBA 2K. We're gonna be on it tonight. And hopefully everybody that came in tonight or today is gonna be here tonight, and we'll have a good ass stream, man. I might do another play now wager, maybe. I don't know. I felt bad losing, but then I also feel like maybe I should do 10-minute quarters. I can actually have a chance to get my shot right a lot of times. I did pretty good, but we lost still. So I lost $10. But we're gonna try to see if we can get it back. If not, then I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that's all I got for tonight, man. I hope everybody have a good night, man, or have a good day. I'm sorry, I keep saying night because it's dark outside. But hope everybody have a good day. Everybody stay blessed, man. Everybody stay safe. And if you're going to make some money today, make sure you come back and show me the receipt so we all know we balling. All right? Everybody have a good rest of your day. Be blessed. Peace.